this fucking king talking, my nigga, I beg to differ. You waking up a killer, I'm talking about a gorilla. I'm so sick of pussy niggas and how they get in they feelings.
Mic check, mic check, mic check, mic check, mic check. Ears to the streets back in y'all area. How y'all feeling out there? Mic check, mic check, mic check. Yeah, boy, we back at it. We are back at it. Shout out Just Jay. You want me to be quiet? I thought you wanted me to start the live. I thought we supposed to be lit. Shout out to Iceberg Thought. Shout out to Carl Belton. Salute to the Tracy. 40 the splatter. What's good? What's good? G Mama Body. What's good? Jimmy McFly. What's good? Steady grinding. Y'all make sure y'all hit the like button on y'all way in, man. We got a great show lined up for y'all. Hey, hey. Yeah. Yeah, nigga. That saddens me. Now you just made some tragedy. Now it's a waste of time for you pussy niggas to battle. Now all this fucking king talking, my nigga, I beg to differ. You waking up a killer, I'm talking about a gorilla. Y'all hit that like button on the way in.
And how they get in they feelings. All that talking, I'ma end it. I've been the truth since the beginning.
Say it again.
Who say they bigger
Who say
than
they
me?
bigger than me? I wanna know.
I've been the truth since the beginning.
Yes, sir.
See these niggas, they just talk a lot. You can meet me in the parking lot.
Shout out to Crucial K.
Hey, hi hater, goodbye hater. Assalamu alaikum, mahala later, no holla later. My mind on paper, split your tomato. Hasta luego. Bout to hit the fucking block with a circle the size of an ego. Bout to spread the block. I'm all on the bread like some mayo. You a tough guy, so you say so. Bullets be size of tomatoes. The way these niggas be capping, I hope your head fit this halo. Then I go dig up in your hole. Then I say bye ho, I got ghosts. I been the truth in this, that's why she let old cruise shit. I'm slightly retarded, so you know I gave her that stupid dick. This is not a word, but y'all gotta know I'm the truthest. Leave your head where the roof is and leave your mouth with no tooth. Stay in her mouth like a toothpick. I'm easy, cool and ruthless. She called me Bill Cosby cause a nigga stay in her pudding. Nigga, my pimpin' game old like a nigga named Rufus. It's about to get ugly like Whoopi. Y'all niggas is goofy.
Now all this fucking king talking, my nigga, I beg to differ. You waking up a killer, I'm talking about a gorilla. I'm so sick of pussy niggas and how they get in they feelings. All that talking, I'ma end it. I've been the truth since the beginning. Who say they bigger than me? I wanna know. I've been the truth since the beginning.
Yo, Crucial Gang,
See,
what
these
up?
niggas, they just talk a lot. You can meet me in the parking lot.
What up?
I've been the truth since the
This that
beginning.
big boy talk, straight from the stove top. No one is damn sick, better get your damn Clorox. So weatherman predicting snow, that's when my birds flock. I'm tryna lock down the coast, you tryna lock down the block. That's a big difference, 3.5 ball pitching, 7 grams for the water weight bet, 28, now you old flipping. Gotta move low key cause niggas snitching, money talking, my palm itching. What you smoking, what you sniffing? Got medicine for your sickness, my stomach growling, I gotta get it. I'm bagging up the damn epidemic. Got a vaccine for when you're itching. Side effects, you might start twitching. I must admit this shit wicked. Sold my soul for every digit. I'm the best in the booth or in the kitchen. My crown heavy, my head dipping. I'm timeless, nigga, I age different. No cut, my weight different.
Happy
King
Sunday
shit on
morning,
throne
Mo.
sitting. Red dots is no missing. I body shit, I'm the mortician. Who bigger than me, go get him. I'm in this booth, I'm grave digging. I'm button pushing, I'm bold, biggest I'm rolling.
All this fucking king talking, my nigga, I beg to differ. You waking up a killer, I'm talking about a gorilla. I'm so sick of pussy niggas and how they get in they feelings. All that talking, I'ma end it. I've been the truth since the beginning.
Shout out to the chat. Shout out to the chat. Shout out to the chat. It's Ears to the Streets back in y'all area, man. I hope everybody's having a wonderful Sunday. Like I am. Well, I got a busy day. I got up early and, you know, had to handle a little business. But, hey, switching up cars, man, I came home for a day. I got to get back on the road a little bit later. But, you know, until I get back on the road, I say, man, let me make sure I show my subscribers some love. Make sure I come in here and give y'all a good live, maybe 2. Depending on how long this live go on, we might have a live a little bit later after this live before I can jump on the road. Because, you know, I want to go over a little bit of Kev Lowe's live the other day with his big sister and everything. So we're going to have a little fun on that because, you know, there were some funny moments in there. I can't even cap. The funniest moment where, you know, Kev Lowe asked Super about Garrett. And that got a little funny, y'all. That got a little funny. So we're going to come back a little later and we're going to break down a little bit of that video. I seen a nigga paticating with his brother or / sister. So there's a couple of funny moments that's in that live. So if we have enough time today after this live, I'm not going to rush this live because there's a lot of interesting things that I'm about to I'm about to cover. So we're not going to rush this live, and if this live takes, you know, too long, because I got to get back on the road, I got to drive 8 hours back. I came home last night because I wanted to handle some business at home, and I wanted to switch cars and get my new wave so I can start cooking at the hotel that I'm at. I found me a great hotel. So, you know, when you're on the road, you want to try to save as much money as possible, and eating out every night, everybody knows that's not healthy. You know what I'm saying? Eating burgers and fries and chicken and pizza and all that shit every single night. Yeah, that ain't healthy for the kids. So I had to come home, get me some groceries that I already got at the house, and get a couple of essential things so I could be comfortable. I'm going to stay on the road for about 3 weeks before I come back home. My Milk and Magnesia, she's going to come back up there for a couple of days also or whatever. So, you know, so we can enjoy the scenery as we have been doing. So I was able to come home and at least get in front of my studio and my setup and do my thing. So I'm gonna have to set it up more on my laptop where I can do the same thing. My laptop doesn't work with OBS as well as my computer does. So, you know, sometimes I just have to make that decision not to use my laptop on the road because I would rather not go live at all than to do a bad screen where I'm getting bad signal and all that stuff like that. I'd rather not go live at all. But we yesterday when I did go live and we went over to work, we had a good turnout, man. I did it in a vertical screen, man, and it's a lot of new faces pulled up and everything. So shout out to anybody that's pulling up and they just subscribe to Ears to the Streets. Make sure you hit the notification so you can always get the bell. And make sure you share it. What's good, Crucial K? We got Crucial K in the area. You off today, homeboy? Well, Crucial, you just called a great show, man, because we about to go in. We about to have fun with this show. Hold on. I want to share this to Facebook real quick, you know. That way, you know, this is one of those lives where we ain't going to be in the mess. So, you know, this is one of them lives that I don't mind sharing because we're not going to be in the shit. We're going to have time for the shit later on. But for right now, you know, we're just going to, you know, we're going to do some regular content. So I'm glad everybody get to show up for the regular content. Milk and Magnesia, Triple S, Coco, man, I got it going on, man. I got it going on. Yeah, man. You got to keep your Milk and Magnesia. You got to keep chocolate and white. Yeah. But anyway, man, speaking of Milk and Magnesia, you know, it seemed like my boy Shannon Sharpe went and got him some Milk and Magnesia. Yeah. Shannon Sharpe went and got him some Milk and Magnesia. Hey, man, that Milk and Magnesia, if you drink too much of it, you know, it could become a problem. But before we get to Shannon Sharpe's Milk and Magnesia, man, we're going to start this live off with a little bit of football news. Now, I know let me introduce this, y'all. First of all, shout out to Ears to the Streets Wabbit Patrol. We have got monetized on Wabbit Patrol. So, y'all, we will no longer Ears, me and Sister T made a tape. I'm selling for $10. So I will no longer be coming on Ears to the Streets Live, which is this channel right here. I will no longer be coming on here with Time for the Shits or any kind of drama. This channel here that y'all are attending to right now, until further notice, no telling what might change in the future, but for further notice, this channel here will be no more drama. This channel here is just for live stream. Now, I might come on here and just go vertical, talk a little bullshit or whatever, but I will not be doing any lives on this channel with the drama and the bullshit. This channel here is just for live blogging. Yeah, this channel here is for live blogging, for entertainment news, that type of stuff. If you want the drama and all that, Ears to the Streets, Wabbit Patrol, that's where we're going to troll all these niggas from this sect there. We're going to keep all that shit over there. Ears to the Streets News is where y'all will be able to get all of my uploads whenever I do these regular stories and stuff, and I just want to upload the segment, upload things that's going around the world. That's what we'll do. We'll do uploads on Ears to the Streets News, and as this sounds like, it's Ears to the Streets Live, so this is where we will be doing all of our lives from. So shout out to Ears to the Streets Wabbit Patrol for, giving me the chance to be able to do that. All right, y'all. So I think we ready for the show. Shout out to Nick Lee. I see you in the area. We ready for the show. So y'all, as y'all know, and to the people that don't know, you're not into football, but most people that's not even into football, you know who Deion Sanders is, right? So the big news that's been lately is Deion Sanders' son. This was the year that, he decided to enter the NFL draft, but it didn't turn out the way him and his father planned. Deion's son was projected to go probably like in the first round, at least probably the first. A lot of people was predicting that he would go top 5, top 20, first round, if not the first round, the second round. That did not work out the way that they planned. Now, there's a lot of speculations on why he didn't get drafted where he decided to get drafted. And like I say, everybody knows Deion Sanders. So when you have Deion Sanders with his hand in the mix of everything, it can get a little tricky. And I'm going to show y'all why. But before we get to Deion's son, there's a lot of people that got drafted. A lot of young men became millionaires overnight. And I want to show y'all something before we get into Deion's son, because this was a funny little shit that I seen, and I thought I should share it with y'all. So everybody, usually when they get drafted, they have their girlfriend beside them. Their girlfriend is all nice and happy and everything, when they getting drafted. But there's some guys, they got more than their little girlfriend beside them when they happily getting drafted. Like this brother right here. Now, I want y'all to look at this very careful. When this brother got drafted, he had more than his little snow bunny on his side. So, as y'all can see, this is a guy named, now this could be an old draft, I'm not sure. But with the 27th overall pick, we got Montez Sweat. Now, look at the picture, y'all. He's getting drafted. First person hugging him is this young lady here. But watch what happens.
Check this out, man. You see the girl? Look at my boy behind him. He's like, yeah, that's mine too, girl.
Now, what in the work? Hold up.
Hey, bro, come on now, dog. Come on, man.
What kind of Oreo sandwich? What in the super we got going on here? There's a lot of people happy for this guy. I don't know if that's the type of happiness he wanted to be on camera.
Yeah, that's mine, girl. Look at that, man.
How happy do your homeboy need to be for you? Hey, Crucial. Yeah, it's old, but it's still funny. Crucial. You going to the NFL, my nigga. When a nigga going into the NFL, do you need any of your homeboys hugging on you like this?
Oh my God, that boy got a girl in a duty. Man, it's crazy, man. Oh, damn.
I don't know if he was the defensive end or was his homeboy the defensive end, but, you know, when y'all are getting drafted for the NFL, tell your homeboys, hey, stand in front of me. Don't hug me more than the woman do. I don't know if that's his mama and that's his dude, but, boy, this nigga here, he ain't my friend no more after this. How you gonna get around an offensive tackle, but you can't get away from your homeboy goddamn with you in the Hamlet maneuver? But hey, that's the NFL draft for you, man. That's the NFL draft for you. But anyway, man, let's get into Shaduer Sanders, man. So if y'all don't know who Shaduer Sanders is Deion Sanders' son, who is he was expected to go into the NFL. And he was projected to go very high. Now, a lot of people are saying, hey, they did not draft him because of reasons of him being so arrogant. Now, let me show y'all this little video of how confident this boy and his daddy was about him going into the first round.
Some people got you projected top 1, 2, or you fall to like 9. Where are you? No.
The New Orleans Saints select Kelvin Banks Jr.
You think I'm worried about what critics say or what people got?
Now, right here, sorry about that. Right here, they was telling Deion and his son before the draft, hey, man, people got you slipping as far as 9. And they were like, oh, hell no. Hell no. You crazy. You crazy. We going in the first round. And this is the type of arrogance I think that turned off a lot of owners.
Some people got you projected top 1, 2, or you fall to like 9. Where are you? No.
He said, I don't know about all that. Falling to 9, going to New Orleans? Nah, bro. I'm going top whatever. That didn't age too well.
New Orleans Saints select Kelvin Banks Jr.
You think I'm worried about what critics say or what people got to say? You know who my dad is?
The biggest issue in all of this was primetime Deion Sanders and the thought of having to deal with him.
Now, do a lot of people believe that the reason that Shaduer Sanders did not go, well, I'm saying a lot of people believe that the reason that he did not go is because of his father. You know, there's a lot of arrogant things that goes on with him. We already know how, Deion is. You know, Deion is Deion. You know, he's been prime time from the minute that he stepped into the league. You know, when Deion first got drafted, Deion told Atlanta that they weren't going to have enough money to give him. That's the type of arrogance Deion had. And now, you know, he's kind of shedding that arrogance off to his son, which is nothing. It's nothing wrong with it. You should feel confident. You know what I mean? Because regardless, he already rich. He ain't playing football for the money. He's playing football because he just loves the game, in my opinion, you know, and it's expected of him. Now, you know, there's a lot of stuff that would come with drafting a Deion Sanders son because he's always in the spotlight. The man came out with, you know, all this jewelry on. And one thing I didn't understand about none of them jokers that got drafted is a lot of them jokers, they came out there with big-ass chains on, you know, Rolex watches and a whole bunch of shit. Like, okay, we know Deion's son already got a check. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, him having these big old chains on and all that, you're like, okay, well, he actually got the money. But a lot of these guys that got drafted in the first round, I seen one guy, he came out there in this bright green ass suit. He had on a chain and all this. I'm like, man, why y'all make this shit look so much like a clown show? Why y'all black brothers can't go out there and represent yourself in a, you know what I'm saying, in a clean fashion? You don't gotta put on the fucking $100,000 chain, nigga. You ain't made the $100,000 yet. These niggas are spending their money before they get it. It's weird. It's very weird. And then, you know, the draft party, you see Wallow, you see all these celebrities and stuff that surround him. A team has to think, if we draft this guy, we're going to get a whole bunch of bullshit that comes around that does not relate to football. That's what I would have been thinking if I was a GM or owner of a team. I mean, he good, but he ain't that good. You know what I mean? You drafted him because you like his daddy. Now, what ended up happening is he was waiting around in the first round, waiting around in the second round, waiting around in the third round. He just knew he was going to get drafted. The Cleveland Browns passed him up 2 or 3 times, I believe. The Cleveland Browns actually picked a guy named Dylan Gabriel from Oregon. Now, Oregon was a decent team, don't get me wrong. But then you got a guy named Jonah Sanker from Virginia. I never heard of him. Oh, no, my bad. I'm sorry. They picked, there was another, I think his name is, I forgot what the white boy name is, from Louisville, a quarterback from Louisville. Now, let me show you this quarterback from Louisville that they end up taking over Deion's son. And it don't really make no sense. This is the guy they end up taking over Deion's son. And this is him at the combine. So this is where you're supposed to show your best work at. This is where you're supposed to show your best work. Watch him. What the hell was that? This is in front of the NFL scouts. This is the person they chose over Deion's son. You ain't got nobody pressuring you. You ain't got no defensive ends. You ain't got nobody guarding a receiver. You ain't got nobody doing nothing. This man drops back. He's not looking at the receiver. I mean, I'm not a quarterback coach, but I would think that you would be watching the route. And then he does some little funky move, which I don't think you'll have time to do in the NFL. His drop back don't even look right. I'm not a coach, but just his arm movement. Look how he's throwing the ball. He doesn't have any pressure on him. None of that. And look what he does. He throws the ball and run like he got a damn defensive end attacking him. He's making a wide receiver look bad. Because the wide receiver, he's trying to prove that he can play in the league too. How the hell this man supposed to catch a pass like that? And this who they picked over Deion's son? Yeah, man, they were just trying to send a lesson. Ain't no way. Ain't no way. Now, there's a lot of things that there's a lot of reasons that a lot of people say that Deion's son didn't get picked. Some people say that NFL coaches thought that Shaduer Sanders was gonna come to their team like this.
Showtime, baby. Y'all playing with it, get up on my level, you a lightweight, this is heavy metal, when it's crunch time to lock and load, I'm a rock star, I can rock and roll, y'all playing with it, get up on my level. What's up, coach? Lightweight, this is heavy metal.
Meet your new quarterback, Moran.
Nice.
Yeah, a lot of people say that that's how he was gonna show up. So, you know, that's what a lot of NFL coaches was afraid of. You know, you was gonna get one of those athletes that was gonna come there thinking they was the shit. Yeah, man. A lot of coaches thought that that's how he was gonna come out, you know, and show his ass, literally. Show his ass, literally. But you know, he did end up getting that call. He ended up getting a call, y'all. He ended up getting drafted by the Cleveland Browns, which I don't, you know, the Browns, they're due to have a good year. One of these years. It's been bad for him a long time. But he did end up getting a call, y'all. So let me show y'all the call that he ended up getting. Uh-oh, hold up. The wrong one. My boy ended up getting a call, but it was a call that he thought he was waiting on, but it really wasn't. And we're going to find out that, you know, the call just wasn't, you know, well, we'll talk about it. So this is the call that Deion Sanders' son ended up getting.
Hey, is this Shaduer? This is Mickey Loomis here, the GM of the New Orleans Saints. How you doing? This is Mickey Loomis here, GM of the Saints. How you doing? Good, how are you, man?
So Shaduer ended up getting a call from who he thought was the Saints. And see, the internet ain't shit. The internet ain't shit, y'all. Because this guy here is not the GM for the Saints, for the people who don't know. This is a kid who is the son of Atlanta Falcons, of the Atlanta Falcons. Not the GM of Atlanta Falcons. I think he's an assistant coach or he's an offensive coordinator. But he's the son of an NFL personnel. So when these guys get these phones for the draft, they get this phone and they only give the number to, you know, NFL teams. So this kid got the number from his dad. So Shaduer Sanders thought this was a real call, y'all. Did the man dirty.
Yeah, we have. It's been a long wait, man. We're going to take you with our next pick right here, man.
So they had this man thinking that the New Orleans was about to make the next pick, and they had Shaduer thinking that they was about to pick him. Now imagine the surprise when they call him, when this man called him, tell him they about to pick him, and then he find out he not about to get picked. Damn.
Hey, but you're gonna have to wait a little bit longer, man. Sorry about that.
Hey, he told the nigga, hey, we're going to pick you with our next pick. Then they say, well, you're going to have to wait a little bit longer. And I know he had to be confused as hell. Like, what?
How you doing? Good, how are you, man? Good, yeah, we have. It's been a long wait, man. We're going to take you with our next pick right here, man. Hey, but you're going to have to wait a little bit longer, man. Sorry about that.
What does that mean?
What? What'd he say?
Huh?
The nigga said, what does that mean? He got all of white America laughing at him. I wouldn't be surprised if one of the team owners put the kid up to that. This is how white America was having fun with this man. Yeah, nigga, you think you one of them uppity niggas? We gonna show you. It's a billionaires club. It's a reason there ain't no niggas, no owners of the team.
I don't know.
How you gonna ask us what it means and you was on the phone?
You heard that?
You said you're gonna have to wait a little bit longer. Sorry about that.
Why did he call? What the fuck? Hey, that's I don't know what that was. It's 50-50. But nobody got this number though.
That nigga said it's 50-50. No, nigga, it's 0%. Got the whole family around looking like, what in the hell?
It was private.
Huh? Did they just troll, bro?
It can't.
Man, he just got trolled, bro. They tripping now, fam. Now I'm gonna crash out, bro.
It is what it is. They said we're gonna tell you what the next bit, but you gotta wait a little bit longer.
Yeah, he drunk. Hey, imagine playing with my emotions, bruh. You can play with a lot of shit, but don't play with my emotions, man. I'm thinking I'm about to go to the NFL and shit. I'm sitting here waiting on that special call, and the internet ain't got no chill. They ain't got no chill.
That's wild.
Taylor Milroe still on the board.
You know what it is?
Think about it.
It makes the story better.
The quarterback after the top two with number one. Cam Ward went one. Jackson Dart went late first. Now he gets the third.
I counted my chips.
Quarterback.
That one is smart. You have smart ones and you have some that aren't quite so good.
I counted my chips.
African American over here. Look at him.
Before I got the motherfucking plate.
Yeah, I seen Trump said something about it. Say he don't need them. They jealous because his dad know the game. Even Trump said something about him getting drafted in the 5th round. Yeah. But at the same time, like I say, if I was a GM or if I was a head coach, I would be nervous about drafting him because for one, if I'm a head coach, I would be thinking, hey, if he comes in here and he's not playing or if he's not successful or whatever like that, then Deion might try to come in and talk the GM into, hiring him as a coach. Because we know Deion coming. I wouldn't be surprised if Deion end up being the next coach of the Cleveland Browns. Y'all, we'll come back to this video if he does.
Off the board. Saints in a dome stadium.
Who?
At the peak. Atlanta
The Saints.
the weather
They take
Carolina
who?
Tampa Bay favorable.
No, they ain't pick nobody yet.
Yeah, you would think so. I mean, I'm sitting there trying to read the body language of the people.
Yeah, me too.
I'm looking at Brandon Staley, the defensive coordinator. I'm going, does he look happy? Kellen Moore happy? Which one of these guys is really looking at Mickey Loomis going, hey, thank you for giving me the guy I wanted? You would think
Where that ball at?
with quarterback and
Where the football
given
at?
Derek Carr's health situation would be something that they would want to impress. But wide receiver, the availability of their wide receivers right now, they have some health issues.
And that's the only way he could get over that little bit of embarrassment, man. Where the football at, man? Let's throw the football, man.
Get wide receiver. Could that be a position that they look at and say, we're going to be able to take care of Kellen Moore, you're going to have his fingerprints all over this.
Who'd they get?
They didn't say yet.
So right now he confused. He don't know if that call was real or not. But then when he hear them call out their pick, and then he realized he just got trolled.
Sure.
It's been a switch up. What's up, Green Bay?
Nobody got chose yet.
All right. With the 40th pick in the 2025 NFL Draft, the New Orleans Saints select Tyler Shuck, quarterback. Louisville.
Switch it up.
Quarterback. There it is.
Wow.
He said they switched it up. No, they didn't switch it up, man. They didn't switch it up. Damn, they did my boy wrong, man.
Most intriguing prospects.
Wow.
He's 26 years old in September. He played parts of 7 seasons in college. Look at the reaction.
You got the phone, but who got that number?
From the dog.
They look at who numbered it is.
So yeah, that's how they left my boy, man. They left him looking crazy and everything, and the whole league was talking, about why this possibly happened. Now let's hear him real quick, explain how somebody possibly might have had that number.
Nobody got that number but coaches, strictly for that reason.
It just pissed me off. No, that's all.
No, but the thing is,
it's supposed to happen.
But the thing is, why get mad? Because they want you to have a certain type of reaction to it. They want you to feel amused. You know what I mean? They want you to feel bad. They want you to feel all that.
And that's true, man. And, you know, yeah, it's a funny prank, but, you know, it's kind of cruel. And he's right. A lot of people wanted him to have a reaction. They want to see him go crazy about it because they knew he was, you know, filming his live draft party. So, you know, it was a way for white folks to get a good laugh at his expense. But like I say, he already rich. Playing football is just fun to him. And he, you know, now he has some motivation.
But I ain't tripping.
You said nobody got that fucking number though.
Nobody has a number.
That shit. So good.
And now it makes sense. Nobody had that number, but it turned out to be the son of Atlanta Falcons. I think it's the offensive coordinator, but it's the Atlanta Falcons' son that ended up getting that number. And that's why he had a number that, I mean, that's why he was able to call a number that this man just got. Nobody had the number except for NFL teams. So I think, in my opinion, that coach should be fired because he allowed his son to get a confidential number. I wouldn't be surprised if Deion uses power and, you know, try to, you know, have some action happen about that because that could be a bad thing. Every year, if you have a high, you know, prospect and then you got people trolling them like that, that's bad business. That's bad business. That coach should be fired. His son should never be allowed to be in an NFL facility again. Y'all make sure y'all hit that like button, man. We got 64 people watching, 37 likes. This is not a drama live. So if you here, it got to be because you just want to hear what's going on. You want to check out the Ears to the Streets live. So y'all hit the like button, man, so we can make sure these videos get in the algorithm.
Nobody has a number. Y'all talking about star 67. How you gonna start 67 if nobody got the number?
Now I'm gonna stop this video. I just want to show y'all that, you know, nobody had that number, and, you know, they noticed that, and, you know, it was a foul joke, man. It was a foul joke. Now here's what a lot of the commentators had to say of why he slipped so far down on the draft list and not able to, you know, be able to get the money he would have been guaranteed. Because if he would have went probably top 20 or even top 5, let's just say top 5, he would have made upwards of $30 million. Travis Hunter got drafted number 2, and I think he's going to be guaranteed like $30 million, get like a $40-something million rookie deal or something like that. So he was expecting to bank a whole bunch of money. But I think a lot of the owners, they wanted to make sure, we're going to get into that, Just Jay. They wanted to make sure that they sent a message that, hey, y'all niggas don't run shit around here. They pretty much drafted him so low, so now they pretty much got to pay him little or nothing, and they could still get a top prospect. So I want to play what, you know, a couple of commentators had to say about why he fell out of the first round, second round, third round, fourth round.
And I think that this is the NFL starting to take a stand with all the changes that we are seeing in the climate of college football. These kids, they have a lot of power, and especially a kid like Shaduer, whose father happens to be Deion Primetime Sanders. Kids hold all of the control and all the power when it comes to college football. Whenever that starts to transcend and work its way and leak and creep into the NFL, that's when the owners are going to put their foot down. That's when the league is going to put its foot down and say enough is enough. And I think this is the perfect example of it. And unfortunately, it does have to be Shaduer. We can sit here and talk about how great he is as a quarterback, how accurate he is, how he stands in the pocket and delivers the football under pressure. He does a lot of things well. But at the end of the day, this is not about Shaduer's play. This is about the fact that he is the most polarizing, the brightest example of what college football is becoming.
And I totally agree with this statement, and this is why I'm playing it. Because I think it was just a message from the, you know, NFL. They got to put their foot down when it comes to these young men already making all this money. They making a whole bunch of money before they even get to the NFL. A college player probably sometimes would be better off just staying in the college. Like Shaduer, he would have been better off staying in college for another year. He would have made more money. So the NFL is just trying to let these guys know, hey, it don't matter who you know. We the plug. We are the plug. So Just Jay want to bust out one of my surprises. She don't want to let me get to the surprise. You know what I'm saying? But shout out to my Bucks, man. Because my Bucks, we had a great draft day. We drafted, with our first pick, we drafted a wide receiver out of Ohio State, which I watched him play. I can't remember his name. He had some crazy African name, but, you know, he had a great year. And we drafted a cornerback, and then we drafted Shiloh. Not Mom Boss son Shiloh. Shout out to little Shiloh. But we drafted, my team, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, we drafted his brother, Shiloh Sanders. But eventually, Deion's son, Shaduer, eventually got drafted by the Cleveland Browns. And this is how you genuinely be happy. Even if you get drafted 144, at least you're in the league. Now you have a chance to prove yourself. And the way that the Cleveland Browns quarterback roster is set up, I mean, they got Kenny Pickett, who got picked, I think, #1 overall a couple of years ago, but he turned out to be trash. They got Joe Flacco. He's 40 years old. He'll be out the door very soon. They got Deshaun Watson, who he's been on the steady decline and he's hurt. And I believe they have one more quarterback. I can't think of who it is, but it's nobody too important. So he still has a great chance of getting the starting quarterback position. So he has a lot to be happy about. So it's not that he's not good enough to play. It's not that he wasn't, you know, a top prospect. It was that they was just trying to get him at the cheapest value that they can. And they knew a lot. And all the owners, I think they knew that nobody was going to pick him because they all colluded together to say, hey, we're going to prove a point and nobody's not going to pick him until at least the 4th or 5th round. And then, you know, somebody can get him for the low. Drop his value. That's the only thing I can say that even makes sense, you know, because of course he definitely is good enough to be a starting quarterback, I believe. But, you know, I'm not an NFL scout. I never played in the NFL, so I don't know. But the kid is pretty good. But this is one of those times where your father's shine overrides his shine. But shout out to Deion Sanders. Shout out to Shaduer Sanders. Shout out to the newly drafted Shiloh Sanders for joining the Tampa Bay Bucks. Go Bucks. I got on my Buccaneers hat, as y'all can see. Hold on, let me make sure y'all can see me in my Buccaneers hat. Y'all see I got my Buccaneers hat on. Go Bucks. We're going to have a great season, man. We got a new wide receiver. We got a new cornerback. We got a new defense. We got a safety. Salute, Kurt. So, say your fam, Caleb Ransom, drafted 3rd, number 88. Okay. Shout out to Mom Boss fam, Caleb Ransom. I seen that pick. Didn't he went to like Seattle or something, right? But shout out to everybody that, you know, did that got drafted, all the young new rich millionaires and the ones who are already millionaires that just want to play football, man. Ransaw. You know, playing a game and getting paid to play a game is probably one of the best things that you can do. But anyway, let's get on to our next story. Our next story, we're gonna save our Shannon Sharpe story for last because it's gonna be probably the most of the content. But let's get into our next topic, y'all. Shall we? All right, let me hit record because I want to make sure I put this on Ears to the Street News. But our next story is we're gonna go over Kanye West. Y'all know I always cover some of the antics of Kanye West. I've covered a lot of Kanye West antics. And y'all know how I feel about Kanye. I feel like Kanye comes on here. He did the shucking job for Trump. You know, he came around and he's starting to complain all the time about his baby mama and all that stuff. And my stance is, Kanye, you knew what type of woman your baby mama was when you married her. You knew she wasn't no godly woman and all that. And now you got Kanye around here stay crying about his baby mama. He came out probably about 2-3 weeks ago, did an interview with DJ Academics, and he came out in an all-black KKK suit. Now, I didn't cover that. I just felt like it was just an antic. You know, y'all know how Kanye is. Every time he got an album coming out, you can expect him to do some wild-ass shit. But the shit that he just did this time, it takes the cake. I won't even stand on the line of what he did this time. But before I get into what he did, let me just show y'all one of his antics of, you know, always wanting us to feel sorry for him because of the mistakes he made. Now, Kanye has came out lately, again, complaining about his baby mama, saying that Paris Hilton should have been his baby mama. Let's listen to him with a RoboCop glasses on. That probably cost more than my whole life.
You know, Kim was Paris Hilton's assistant. I should have had babies with Paris Hilton over Kim Kardashian. You guys, could you imagine if I had kids with Paris Hilton? How many hotels I have now? You get what I'm saying? Think about that. The Hilton. You know, the Hilton. Because I think y'all staying in the Hilton right now. The Edition Hotels is a Hilton. You know what I'm saying? And Paris Hilton had the vision, and then that's what happened. Kim was like the Virgil. Kim was like Paris Hilton's Virgil. And that's what happened. If you have.
Now this shit sounds crazy. Because everybody knew that Paris Hilton was the shit back then. I mean, she had a sex tape. You knew that she had all the hotels, all that back then. And this nigga stay wanting us to understand and be sympathetic of his billionaire life. You make bad decisions, brother.
If you like Arnold Schwarzenegger and you have a kid with a nanny, the nanny only power is to take your kids. So Kim's only power is to take my kids. I had a baby with a assistant, bro. And then put her on Vogue. Bro. You can't put no assistant on Vogue, bro. That's exactly Bernardo no did, and it's king time now, bro. No more assistants, no more hugs.
And it's hard for me to understand Kanye because he knew this. She was the broke version of Paris Hilton. But no, Kanye, he seen Jay-Z and Beyonce, and was like, oh, that's a power couple. And so what he did is he came to a party and he looked over all the black women that he can go make a family with and make, you know, a legacy with. And this was Kanye, along with Shannon Sharpe, along with a lot of athletes and celebrities. He came into the party and this is what he did.
There's all kinds of bitches up in here. Hey, what did I tell you about disrespect?
disrespecting my Nubian princesses, man. Peace out. Quit disrespect. You. Oh my God. The mother of Mecca is right here before me. Do my eyes not deceive me, or am I looking at the goddess Isis herself? Can you do me a favor, my brown skin angel? Can you tap that white girl for me? My milk of magnesia. Oh. Oh. After the devil made you, he broke the mold. But maybe you and I could make a little jungle fever.
Yeah, that was Kanye. He passed over all the black women and goddamn went straight to the milk of magnesia. And this is what happened when you Negroes go after the milk of magnesia. And it might happen to me because, you know, here I am, done went and got me a milk of magnesia. Oh, man. So, more about Kanye, man. Kanye has now came out with the most bizarre thing I ever heard in my black life. Y'all, I don't know if y'all have seen this story, but I had to share it with y'all. So Kanye has done the unthinkable, and I've lost all respect for Kanye because Kanye has admitted pretty much that he's a molester. Kanye is a molester. And, you know, I'm not just trying to be funny. Let's read what Kanye had to say in a tweet that he put up. Now, Kanye is promoting a new single. And let me read to y'all what he wrote in promotion of his new single. This song is called Cousin. It's about my cousin that's locked up in jail for life for killing a pregnant lady a few years after I told him we wouldn't look at dirty magazines together anymore. Now pause. Kanye was looking at dirty magazines with his cousin. Now I think back in the 90s, we all have got our hands on a dirty magazine or something like that, a porno, all that stuff like that, Playboy magazines. But I don't think any of us went through the links that Kanye went. So let's read the rest. Perhaps in my self-centered mess, I felt it was my fault that I showed him those dirty magazines. So he showed his 6-year-old cousin dirty magazine. When I was 6, then we acted out on what we saw. So at the age of 6, this is where he started. My dad had Playboy magazines, but the magazines I found in the top of my mom's closet was different. So his dad had the regular magazines of, you know, men messing with women, but his mom had the magazines of women messing with men. My name is Yee, and I sucked my cousin's dick till I was 14. Say what now? So from 6 to 14, you were sucking dick? And you just say, hey, I don't want to suck dick no more.
Hey, bro, come on now, dog. Come on, man.
So there's a lot to unpack here, y'all. There's a lot to unpack. I've never heard a man wait till he's 40 years old to come out and say, I don't even want to say this because somebody might clip it up and try to say I'm saying that shit. But Kanye West was giving his cousin fellatio till he was 14 years old. his mom had gay books. It don't make no sense of why he was sucking dick. Because if she had gay book, so she had gay books of men. Well, why he ain't act out the stuff that he seen in his father's, Playboy shit? And then let's say you did it at 6. You telling me by the age of 10 or 12 or 13, you didn't realize that, this wasn't the way to go? I mean, come on now. What are we doing here, y'all? Why do we keep giving Kanye passes on all this weirdo shit? All this weirdo shit. I don't get it. So now you got all the news that is talking about this, and now Kanye mad because other people are covering his shenanigans or his fellatios. Now he mad at Bootsy because Bootsy, said something about it. He's mad at Mace and Cameron because they mentioned it. He's mad at everybody that's covering this story. And, he even started talking shit to Bootsy and mad at Bootsy. And Bootsy kind of snapped on the nigga. It was funny. It was definitely funny. Mace, I'm a react to Mace and Cameron's reaction to this because it was funny. It was definitely funny how Mace and Cameron reacted to this because y'all know these niggas are hilarious. So let's do a little quick reaction to Mace and Cameron's take on this situation.
As well. He felt like, let's be gay for a little.
Guys, stay out.
So, shout out to Mason Cameron. It Is What It Is podcast. If y'all have never seen Mason Cameron's podcast, It Is What It Is, y'all got to go check him out. These guys are hilarious. But here you go. Let's listen to their reaction.
Way to make some cash just by making pics on your face.
The way things are going on out here.
It's been a freaky week, man, to say the least, man.
Can I ask you a question, Mace?
Yeah.
First of all, glad to have you back. You've been missed.
Yeah.
But it has been a crazy week. In your opinion, what do you feel like?
Freaky week, Stat.
Freaky week.
A freaky week.
It's been a freaky week, y'all. A freaky week. Y'all make sure y'all hit the like button. We got 66 watching, 56 likes, man. We're doing good, man. Y'all just keep hitting the like button, man. Rocking out with ears to the streets.
In your opinion, what do you feel like was the craziest headline you saw?
I don't know which one is crazier. No. The Kanye one was crazy.
That was.
I gotta admit, between the Kanye and the Shannon Sharpe shit, now I've been mind blown by the Shannon Sharpe stuff, and we're gonna get into that in a minute. But when it comes to the Kanye shit, yeah, it definitely took the cake. Because that's something that he might have could have kept to himself. Yeah, you should have went to the grave with that. But Kanye is so thirsty for attention that he don't give a damn.
That was crazy.
For sure.
I don't even know what to say.
Yeah.
Some things you just got to stay out of. Pause. You got to stay out of that one.
Okay.
I just found out about the Kanye thing this morning when y'all guys brought it up. I didn't even know this was a thing.
Yeah.
Could you update me?
Yeah, so for those who don't know.
Because I didn't know.
I'm
covering my ears.
Yeah, Ye just posted a tweet basically saying that he released a new song called Cousin. It was about his sexual relations that he had with his male cousin. They were reading inappropriate sexual things. They did the acts upon each other, and basically him saying after the fact that cousin got in some legal trouble, and he felt like he may have had something to do with it by telling them they could not participate in dirty things anymore with each other.
So he would have still been sucking dick to this day. But for some reason, he just came to his conscience like, you know what? I can't suck your dick no more. What?
So basically, they were sucking each other. Yeah.
They was what?
They were sucking on each other.
Niggas be conveniently gay. Like,
This nigga Cameron wild, man. Not niggas be conveniently gay. But that's true. A lot of these niggas, they see this new wave going on, and now a lot of niggas want to be conveniently yag. To sell albums. Do y'all think Kanye is doing this to sell albums? I believe the story, but I believe the reason he came out is because, you know, he want the controversy to sell some albums.
He's like, yo, it's like, yo, let's be gay for a little while now because this man is popping. So now let's talk about when I was gay at one time. Yo, and I don't got nothing against gay people. Like I said, I respect the gay people.
Gay at one time? No, nigga, you suck a dick, you gay forever. I'm sorry. Ain't no, I just tried it one time and I ain't like it. Nah, nigga. You can't do that. That ain't the way it goes. What's good, Musa, bro? That ain't the way it go. You can't just conveniently just be, you know what I'm saying, throat goating and then talking about, nah, I ain't like it, so I'm back straight. Nah, bro, nah.
People that say they gay. I don't really like the people when I'm talking about gay people that's hiding that they're gay in the closet. That's what I'm saying. Come out, say that you gay. If that's what you're doing, cool. Kanye been in the public eye for at least going on 20 years, if not longer. Maybe 22, 23 years, maybe, if I'm not mistaken. And now you gay or have gay acts or whatever the point be, shit ain't working. Everything he got going on ain't seem to been working. He had swastikas. He's Hitler last month, wasn't he, Hitler? And then he was a KKK nigga about 3 weeks ago. Now he molested his cousin and he gonna do a song about it.
Exactly. He was KKK a couple of weeks ago. You know, he wanted to do all the Trump stuff. He wanted to do, every time he got a new song out. I mean, I guess it's kind of genius that a person creates a lot of controversy to try to sell records, but at the same time, this ain't it. I'm not listening to another Kanye song ever again. Ever again. I will never look at Kanye the same. Every time I see them chipmunk jaws, I'm just gonna think something different. I can't get on board with you no more, Kanye. People make all kind of excuses for you. They call you a genius. Ain't shit genius about a boy molesting his own little cousin. And a lot of people are going to overlook that because he's a celebrity. Because a nigga can make a good song, people will overlook disgusting behavior. The fact that he went in, you know, got with Kim Kardashian, had all these babies, and now want the average Joe to beat on the drum for him, it's crazy. Like, there's no genius in this shit. Yeah, you can make music, but I can't give you no genius for everything else you do. What's good, Sarah Mae West?
It's just too convenient. See, and you know what I like what Academics did, to be totally honest with you? What Academics did was he filmed everything in that interview. Now imagine that interview.
I get what he's saying, but at the same time, Mom Boss, I can't agree that they was kids. You know what I mean? I can't, he might could get away with, hey, I did it when I was 6. I might have could have excused that and say, hey, you didn't know no better. You was acting out what you seen. But by the time you got the 10, 12, ages like that, nah. Because if you find out your 12-year-old messing with your 9-year-old little girl, you going to go crazy. Or your 8-year-old little girl, you going to go crazy. I don't know how old his cousin was. But, this is, nah. For normal people, we don't have that type of sympathy for. Why do we have it when it comes to a celebrity? Yeah, 5-year-old, that's a kid. 6-year-old, that's a kid. 7-year-old, that's a kid. But when you become about 10, 11, 12, 13, nah, I can't give you the same excuse no more. Y'all see niggas don't spare me when I was 14. Shit. How the hell we get to spare Kanye, but niggas ain't spare ears? You can't say nothing that you were doing at 14, 13, 14. You did that for 6 years straight. Oh, okay. All right. Yeah, my bad, Mom Boss. We saying the same thing. Yeah, one time at 6, I might can understand, but until 14, nah. You went 8 long years. You was a pro by the time you was a pro at that point.
You would have started with the KKK shit on. You'd be like, oh, this nigga's crazy. Oh, this nigga Kanye is wild. He felt when he came in, Kanye was a regular person. Hey, man, how you doing? What's happening? Cool? Let me go change and put my shit on. Come back out, now let me get the BA now. Then when he thought the interview was over and they stopped taping, he took the shit off and was a regular cool nigga again. I would go for some of this shit, pause, if we didn't just see shit like that. And not just shit like that. When I'm around Kanye, I don't see none of the crazy shit. I haven't been around him in years. Maybe like 3 years ago, I seen him for about an hour or two. But he's a regular guy that wanted to rap and did hot beats and so on and so forth. And he figured out a lane for himself. He started with snatching shit and paparazzi. He wanted his pictures, got around the right bitches that made his celebrity grow and made their celebrity grow too. And, you know, I remember Dame talking about Cam, you know, he's bipolar. He don't be taking his medicine. I never knew this. I'm not saying he is, and I'm not playing with people who are bipolar. I get it. I just never seen none of this shit. And I've been around Kanye for a long time ago. I just didn't see it, murder. Is that still your son?
Hey, these niggas so funny. That nigga said, that's still your son? He gonna throw him off on Mace, man. Jeez Louise, man. But I just want to go over their take, man. I'm not gonna go over their whole live, but I'm gonna keep this live, and we're gonna come back to this live because in this same live, they're gonna have a discussion about Shannon Sharpe also. So, you know, we're gonna come back to this live, so I'm gonna leave that live up. But you gotta do better, Kanye. I can't get on board with what you're talking about. I can't understand it, and I'm not about to even try to understand it. I ain't lying. Not even gonna try to understand it. But let's go on to our next story, which y'all already know what this next story about, and it'll probably be our longest session because we're gonna, you know, check a couple of things out about it. Now we got Shannon Sharpe, Uncle Shay Shay, man. Uncle Shay Shay, jeez Louise. Another brother that he went to that party and he seen all them black women and he decided to pull this number here.
There's all kinds of bitches up in here. Hey, what did I tell you about disrespecting my Nubian princess? Peace out. With disrespect, you need... Oh my God. The mother of Mecca is right here before me. Do my eyes not deceive me, or am I looking at the goddess Isis herself? Can you do me a favor, my brown skin angel? Can you tap that white girl for me? My milk of magnesia. Oh, after the devil made you, he broke the mold. Well, maybe you and I could make a little jungle fever.
So, Shannon happened to run across a woman that he wanted to make a little jungle fever with. So let's read the article real quick, and we're going to get into all the details of this new lawsuit, which, I mean, if it's fully true, it shouldn't just be a lawsuit. It should be, you know, a crime. So first I'm going to read this article, and then we're going to get into a couple of audios. So, you know, you got pro NFL player Shannon Sharpe accused of sexual assault in a $50 million lawsuit. Damn it, y'all. So pro football player and media personality Shannon Sharpe is facing a lawsuit accused of sexual assault and battery and engaging in intentional infliction of emotional distress. This is where these $50 million are coming from. The lawsuit was filed Sunday in Clark County, Nevada, and obtained by USA Today Sports. The plaintiff lists under an alias Jane Doe. I don't like how these accusers are being able to put out lawsuits and then cover their name up. You can't just be saying, "Oh, yeah, I'm a remain anonymous," but I'm gonna accuse somebody that's in a public eye of a heinous crime, but I get to hide anonymously. But at the same time, the way these flying monkeys are set up, if you could be telling the truth on a celebrity, and then you'll have a whole bunch of their flying monkeys attack you, doxing you, putting your life in danger for a total creep. We've seen that over and over in this sector. So, Jane Doe, she was in a relationship with Sharpe for nearly 2 years. Y'all. Now, from my understanding, she was 19. So, she was in a relationship with Sharpe for nearly 2 years, and it began as a rocky, consensual relationship. The woman who was seeking $50 million in damages said she met Sharpe at a Los Angeles gym in 2023. She was 19. Think about that, y'all. A 54-year-old man is in the gym. He sees a 19-year-old woman. She's legal. Barely. You know what I mean? He sees a woman. He might not know she's 19. But eventually, she told him she was 19. So he's fully aware that this woman is 19, young enough to be his granddaughter. Now, I was talking shit about Tarek messing with a female young enough to be his daughter. But then it goes a little extremely creepy when you out here pursuing women that are young enough to be your granddaughter. You know, and you 50 plus years old. That's creepy. And alleges the lawsuit that Sharpe, who is currently 56 years old, sexually assaulted her twice. Once in October 2024 and again in January 2025. Now, this is why I don't agree. Because if he assaulted you in 2024, why didn't you report it? And why would you make yourself available again several months later? It's hard to say somebody assaulted you if you went back. So I think that part is kind of capped. In the statement released Monday, Sharpe's attorney, Lanny J. Davis, called the lawsuit a blatant clinical attempt to shake down Mr. Sharpe for millions and millions of dollars. It is filled with lies, distortion, misrepresentation, and it will not succeed. The woman says Sharpe became violent over a course of a relationship, threatened to kill her during one incident, and recorded their sexual encounters without her consent. Sound like he was tender. Sharpe flew into fits of anger when plaintiff noted his infidelity to their relationship or called him out about his extraneous activities. The lawsuit said what had once been manipulation, control, and intimidation now became something far more dangerous and sinister. Sharpe even figured out how to get into Doe's apartment complex without her permission. Boy, I swear these athletes, boy, be the most tenderest niggas out there. And the fact that, you know, this nigga just had a sex video come out, and you can hear the nigga having sex, but you supposed to be in a relationship with this woman or acting like you is, and you thinking that the woman ain't gonna get mad? Oh, damn, my lighter done went out, y'all. Love, Lace. I know it's you. Sharpe made it clear that what Doe wanted was of no moment that Sharpe would get what he wanted, when he wanted. In October 2024, Shannon Sharpe violently sexually assaulted the plaintiff on 2 separate occasions in Vegas, ignoring her request to stop, the lawsuit says. Jane Doe is represented by attorneys Tony Busby, which is the same guy that sued Jay-Z, and Michael Nash. Busby was a part of the legal team that won settlements against Cleveland Browns quarterback Deshaun Watson. Oh, yeah, I forgot about that. Y'all remember Deshaun Watson came out and all the women said that he did something to him while he wanted all the massages. Now, I don't think he actually did all that to all the women, but the fact that this fool wanted to massage all those massages from all these different women, you can't be mad at women for setting up a man that's doing dumb shit. I'm not saying it's dumb to get a massage. I'm saying it's dumb for you to be trying to get all these different women to massage you. Find you a masseuse and stick to that one masseuse, maybe 2, 3 at the most. But you needing 12, 13, 20 masseuse, and you trying to fuck all of them, something ain't gonna go wrong, especially when you $100 million nigga. Like, even as a dope boy, I used to know I had to move a certain type of way. Why is it that these fools got millions and millions of dollars, but they moving reckless like this with these women? I can't understand this. What's good, JT Money Man? David's statement included several explicit text messages allegedly sent from Doe to Sharpe in order to set the record straight. Mr. Sharpe categorically denies all allegations of coercion or misconduct. And I kind of believe him on that. I don't think he had to do any coercion when it comes to this woman or any taking of the vagina. But the fact that you decide to deal with a 19-year-old woman, knowing the maturity level and all that stuff like that, and you decide to record certain things and, you know, make record of it, you are a dummy. So dummies should get played. You are a dummy. You might have not did nothing wrong besides, you know, messing with somebody young enough to be your granddaughter. I mean, it's not against the law, but it's weirdo shit. And then when we hear you on video, which is we about to go over the videos, it's kind of hard for people to say you ain't a weirdo. You done tricked a lot of people with Shay Shay, including me. I was a fan of Shay Shay. I'm still a fan of his actual show. I just look at him a little different. I'm not going to stop watching him. I don't think he raped this woman. I'm not going to stop watching him. I don't think he, you know what I'm saying? I'm just going to look at him like, hey, this nigga is obsessed with little white girls. He has a fetish for little white girls. Anyway, let's continue on. Especially the gross lie of grape. And will not submit to what he sees as egregious attempt to blackmail. Davis said in that statement, he stands firmly by the truth and is prepared to fight these false claims vigorously in court. He looks forward to vindication through due process and a judgment based on the facts of the law. Sharpe, a 3-time Super Bowl winning tight end, has their own successful podcast club, Shay Shay, and makes regular appearances on ESPN First Take. It was reported last week that Sharpe is eyeing a new podcast deal in excess of $100 million. This man was about to sign a $100 million check, and he fumbled the damn bag. And then what they do when they fumble the bag like this, y'all, and they love the little white girls. What they do, y'all? Oh man, this they doing this to a black man. Black man, the black man, black man. See what black people, y'all need to have our back. Y'all need to have our black people. Black people, y'all should have our black. Y'all should have our back. Black people. But when they up, we know what they like.
All kinds of bitches up in here. Hey, what did I tell you about disrespecting my Nubian princess? Peace out. With disrespect, you. Oh my God, the mother of Mecca is right here before me. Do my eyes not deceive me, or am I looking at the goddess Isis herself? Can you do me a favor, my brown skin angel? Can you tap that white girl for me? My milk of magnesia. Oh, after the devil made you, he broke the mold. Well, maybe you and I could make a little jungle fever.
Now, Shannon has been, throwing a lot of hints of, he a freaky ass nigga, 69 God. But before we get into the moments of Shannon Sharpe just being a freaky ass nigga, 69 God, we about to get into the text messages that he exchanged with this young lady. We're about to get into a lot. So before we get into that though, let's read what's actually in the lawsuit, like the details. You know, the details of what's in the lawsuit. So shout out to Cuff Boys. I'm gonna go to his channel and I'm gonna let him do the reading and stuff. So I ain't gotta do all the reading, but I'll react to it.
Woman can say yes to consensual relations with we all know. I'm gonna read the full lawsuit. Hit subscribe. Let's go, boys.
All right, y'all. Here we go. We're about to read the full lawsuit, and I'll react to the full lawsuit, but I ain't got to do all the reading. I couldn't find the paperwork. I didn't spend a whole bunch of time looking for the paperwork, but if somebody else found it, hey, we'll just go for it like that. So Jane Doe versus Shannon Sharpe. I'll read some of it, but I'll let him read some of it too.
All right, here we go. Jane Doe versus Shannon Sharpe, even though we all know who Jane Doe is now. Introduction. Woman can say yes to consensual
Yeah, we know who Jane Doe is now because I'm about to play for y'all in a minute Shannon Sharpe's explanation video, I guess you can say, responding to this lawsuit.
Relations with a man 99 times, but now, introduction. Woman can say yes to consensual relations with a man 99 times, but when she says no even once, that no means no. Defendant Shannon Sharpe, a man who is accustomed to get what he wants, completely fails to understand this basic concept. After many months of manipulating and controlling plaintiff, a woman more than 30 years younger than him, repeatedly threatening to brutally choke and violently slap her, Sharpe refuses to accept the answer no, and R-worded her despite her sobbing and repeated screams of no. So some serious accusations. Shannon Sharpe is a 56-year-old former NFL superstar, blah, blah, blah. Plaintiff was working at...
Okay, I'll read some of the blah, blah, blah. He said, so he claims to be one of the most successful sports media personality in the country. Plaintiff is a young woman in her early 20s. In 2023, plaintiff was working out at the gym in Los Angeles, California, when Shannon Sharpe approached her for the first time. So he seen this young white girl, and this shows you he has a fetish. He couldn't control himself. You're Shannon fucking Sharpe, bro. I'm pretty sure this man sees the finest women in the world sometimes. He's been living all over the country. He's been an NFL player, great shape. I'm pretty sure he has his pick of the litter. But what catches his eye is a little white girl. Boy, this boy was born probably 40 miles north of Brunswick in the country, where white people was treating his people like slaves, and the whole time all he wanted to do was smash one of them little white girls. And now that he could finally do it, that's all he wants, little white girls. But when it comes to controversy and all that, he want to come to the black people and tell all black people to, get behind him and everything. Like a lot of these niggas. Celebrities, mostly.
At a gym in Los Angeles in 2023 when Sharpe approached her for the first time. Doe noticed Sharpe watching her during her workouts. Creepy old little... This man's in his...
Just, that is some creepy shit. That is some creepy shit. You just, like, when you go to the gym, yeah, women be looking good, but just to be staring at women in the gym and shit, that's weird.
You're a creep, bro. Doe could tell Sharpe was much older than her. She found him physically intimidating. Over the next couple of weeks, Sharpe incessantly tell Sharpe was much older than her. She's with a 19-year-old girl, a relationship. I don't know if this is 50 time. Plaintiff would notice Sharpe watching her during her workout.
Hold on, let me read a little bit of this because he's going to skip some. So at the time, Doe was just 19 years old. After she noticed he was watching her. At the time, she was 19 years old. She did not know who he was. He just a big black nigga to her. Only that he was older than her. Was another older man olding her at the gym. So pretty old. A lot of old men probably hitting on her. Doe could tell Sharpe was much older than her. She found him physically intimidating. Now, that don't make sense, because if you found him physically intimidating, why the fuck would you go home with him and fuck him? So this is about a bunch of bullshit. Eventually, he introduced himself. At his determined instance, she gave him her number. So you're pretty much trying to say the man forced you to give him the number? I don't like this bullshit. Now, Sharpe is a weird motherfucker. Don't get me wrong, but I'm not letting her off the hook. I'm not letting her off the hook. Over the next couple of weeks, Sharpe insistively pursued plaintiff. He just had to have this little white girl.
Creepy old little. We don't know. Like, he's a creep. Weeks, Sharpe incessantly pursued her. He
So okay. So he's reading on from where I stopped at.
constantly approached her at the gym, attempted to contact her frequently with phone calls and text messages. She gave in, and they met outside the gym. He demanded she sign an.
So the way she's trying to make it like he was just so demanding, he made me give me his number. He made me, start, wanting to fuck. And then he just manipulated and controlled my mind. She doing too much.
NDA. She wondered why he was so insistent on her signing NDA. Well, I mean, he's Shannon Sharpe. He doesn't want no girl talking about what they've been doing. Even though aren't NDAs like.
So he made her sign an NDA, but obviously that don't mean shit.
Beginning of a rocky consensual relationship that lasted 2 years.
Who's in a relationship for 2 years and then try to act like you didn't want to be in a relationship? I mean, you met the man. You didn't have to show him where you stay. You don't have to come to his house. You don't have to accept his money, accept the Birkin bags and all that. I don't like all that.
Saw each other on his terms, on his own.
Because as you can see right here, it says she could tell he was considerably wealthier, is physically much bigger, and is spontaneously stronger. Sharpe is famous and has power. Now that does get a little scary when niggas got money and you ain't got no money. He could do some things to her. So I get that part, but I think she's just putting as much in here as possible to make herself, the little white girl, of course.
Schedule.
But he dumb enough to fall for this.
4 times a week. She found him to be dishonest about his whereabouts. He would lie about seeing other women while insisting to her that him were exclusive. So some jealousy started.
So you can't tell a little white girl that y'all exclusive, then she find out you cheating on her because, white people don't play the same. White people don't play the same. Them little white girls ain't playing like, the black girls will play. They don't want your baby. They want your money.
Starts brewing. She sees that he's, banging other girls and shit. That's uncontrollable temperature. He displayed characteristics of a true narcissist. He wielded his power, influence, and his celebrity control plaintiff. Get what he wanted. By October of 2024, Sharpe's behavior had grown progressively worse. He was insistent upon recording their. Oh God, he recorded everything. Why is Shannon Sharpe recording shit?
Yeah, he got to be a dumb motherfucker. Shannon, you're a little slower than I thought. I thought you was one of the smarter country niggas. You at your status, I mean, I could see if you was the old Shannon Sharpe, but in 2023, you was already on FS1, which I heard about him. Now, other stories are starting to come out. There's another white girl that he choked, and we'll get into that. Now, a lot of stories are starting to come out on Shannon Sharpe. All it took was, this one little, opening of the can and can't put the toothpaste back in the tube. But this boy was tender.
Sharpe was sharing these videos with others without her permission. Make no other man want her.
He doing some P. Diddy shit. This nigga filming the shit, sending it to other niggas so other niggas don't want to fuck with him. Like, hey, nigga, you see what this bitch done did for me? She been doing this and that, this and that. This, that Diddy shit. This, that shit they been saying Ray J been doing. This, the shit they been saying Trey Songz been doing. Hell, we seen an NBA player kind of, show signs of this. I ain't gonna say no names right now. Is this what niggas do when they get money? They go and try to control little white girls? Shit on little black girls?
Knowledge. Sharpe was sharing these videos with others without her permission. make no other man want her. He at this point accidentally or purposely to advance his career went live on Instagram while having sex with another woman.
Yeah, we heard about that with the Michelle thing, the lady he was moaning and all that. So she found out about him cheating on her with Michelle. So of course now she gonna want to get some revenge. We ain't gonna get too ahead of me, Mom Boss. We gonna hit on everything. Trust me. Yeah, you want to come up on the panel? You could come help me with the story, or anybody if y'all want to help with any information. It's always good to have co-hosts and all that anyway. So whoever want to come in and put in on the content, you're welcome to.
That's crazy that really happened. There's audio of this because it wasn't on video, but you could hear the audio of Shannon Sharpe having intercourse. Sharpe flew into fits of anger when plaintiff noted his infidelity to the relationship, or called him out about his extraneous activities, manipulation.
So he want her to be faithful to him, but while he fuck around. But you talking about with a 19-year-old girl, bro, a woman, 19, 20, 21. Of course she's gonna be insecure. And you rich, nigga? You trying to tell her y'all exclusive to get the pussy? No, nigga, why not just have a money pussy relationship? Like a transitional, what it's called, a transitional ship? Why do niggas always gotta try to act like you gotta try to make a woman think that y'all are exclusive? If she just want money and you just want pussy, just make it clear. Don't be in my business. Don't be worrying about whatever person I'm fucking with, all that shit. Make all that clear. Stop trying to make her feel like y'all exclusive, you gonna marry her and all that crazy shit. When no, you just like that the bitch suck dick good, or that, you know what I'm saying, that you could spin her around, or whatever it is y'all do that you love. Oh, transactional ship. I said transitional ship, ain't it? Okay. Transitional would be moving around. I'm sorry. Yeah, transactional. Y'all right. It's not that I can't say it. It's just that I did use the wrong word. I said transitional. That would be moving from one to the other. So, yeah, transactional ship. So, why? Yeah, I get the manipulation. But when you manipulate, you're going to hurt somebody where they're going to do something to make you feel they're hurt. You playing with the woman's feelings. Which I ain't saying that's $50 million worth of shit, but I'm just saying, like, why do that, bro? With a 19-year-old.
Control and intimidation now became something far more dangerous and sinister. Sharpe even figured out how to get Doe's apartment complex without her permission. In October 2024, Sharpe violently
he's Shannon Sharpe. If he came to the front desk and you had to be buzzed in, he probably just used a celebrity to get in.
Stayed and AR'd plaintiff 2 different times in Vegas, ignoring her requests for him to stop. He did it again in January. So major accusation there.
And she's probably just saying that because those are the 2 times that she probably knew that when they have sex, they play these roles. And they probably be playing these goddamn nigga master roles. And he probably playing a nigga raping the white master or some shit. I'm just thinking of why they would have recordings of certain stuff that they're saying. You know what I'm saying? And when we get into the recordings, y'all will see what I mean. So she probably knew that she had recordings of him saying certain type of shit, and it's probably doing they little role playing or freaky shit or whatever. But if you're playing it in front of the court and you don't see the actual video, the context can be taken different. But being a dummy and putting this type of shit in writing or recording or video or whatever it is that he did to leave the evidence, like, where the fuck did this dummy come from? God damn, you dumb as fuck, Shay. I mean, I can enjoy your show, but now I don't look at you as a smart man no more. You tender. And you got some weird ass fetish.
Now seeks justice through this action and other means. Plaintiff seeks compensatory and punitive damages in the matter in excess of $50 million.
We're going to get to that, Mambo. We're just going over the paperwork first, so we'll know, so everybody be well informed of what the lawsuit says, what the lawsuit is doing. This is breakdown news. We don't break the news, we just break it down. I can't be here fast enough to break news, so I'll break it down. So the part of the breakdown is, let's know what's in the lawsuit first, and then we'll go over what public evidence there's out there. Because he's just getting judged by public opinion right now with the jury. And I like Shannon Sharpe. So what I'm saying now comes from a guy that likes him, and I'm not just going by what the media say and all that, because that's what the first thing that all of these celebrities do. They try to demonize the media. They try to demonize everybody, say everybody after me or whatever. Like, they think that people shouldn't look at the evidence. I mean, if you're saying stuff about people, there's no evidence, that's fine. But we're looking at evidence, and we can agree that we don't think you raped this woman. We don't, nobody thinks that Shannon Sharpe raped this woman. I don't think so, anyway. But what we are looking at as the weirdo shit is just, the elephant in the room. So yeah, she's trying to railroad you, but we like, duh, dumbass nigga. What the fuck did you expect from an OnlyFans model or whatever the fuck they call themselves? Which is pretty much an online prostitute.
Million big ones. Now, this is right after excess of 50 million big ones. Now, this is right after there's been headlines of Shannon Sharpe getting like $100 million deals, or like a podcast deal or network deal or something. So there's a motive for her to do this. Obviously, she's seeing like she could, be set for life. But also at the same time, if he really did do her, the prize, if plaintiff won, he would buy her fake tits. Shannon Sharpe proposed a challenge of competition to see who could lean out faster. The prize, if plaintiff won, he would buy her fake tits. This man's
what the hell? Lean out faster. During their first conversation, Sharpe proposed a challenge, a competition to who could lean out faster. I don't know what lean out is. The prize, if the plaintiff won, he would buy her fake tits. Plaintiff was stunned, and implication that she needed or wanted such a thing that was wildly inappropriate. So he just went up to the white girl. He just, girl, I'll buy you some fake titties. Like, how many times, like, niggas don't just do this for the first time when they're 56 years old. So how many times have Shannon Sharpe approached young white girls or try to mess with young white girls, and this is the way he behaving? The text ain't clear no more? All right. How about now? How many times has this man behaved like this? That's the real question now. So put it in 1080. Okay. Y'all might have to set your quality to 1080. Oh, you know what? You're right. Put it on 10. Well, it's on. Let's try. How about that, y'all? Is it better now? I think I made it better now. Can y'all read it better now? Okay, bet. All right, so during their first conversation, like I said, Sharpe proposed a challenge, a competition to see who could lean out fast. I don't know what lean out is. The prize, if the plaintiff won, he was going to buy her some fake titties. She acting like she didn't want it. But I don't know, like I say, is this something that the nigga do just out the gate? Throughout their encounters at the gym, Sharpe made sure plaintiff understood who he was. So the nigga tried to use it. Yeah, you know I'm Shannon Sharpe, right? You know I be on ESPN. Yeah. You know I got this big old show, you know. Yeah, I be, me and Skip. Me and the white man like Skip. You look like you could be Skip's daughter. So, you know, how about we have a competition? And whoever win, I'll buy you some fake titties. And if I win, you let me goddamn, you let me lick that goddamn ass. You know, be shay. We could do something about the two something. I can only imagine how this nigga over there talking. Like, what? You offering the little bitch fake titties, bro? You could have fucked this bitch. Like, we gonna get into some text message where this nigga was, the bitch told him he got to pay $25K a cheek. I'm like, God damn, but this young bitch got game, boy. She must have had Sauce Walker goddamn coaching her. She had to have a nigga coaching her for a 19-year-old to have this much game. And about to milk this nigga out of 50 mil. Somebody got to be coaching her right now.
That's a creepy segue.
50 years old talking to a 19-year-old girl like that. Plaintiff was stunned. The implication that she needed or wanted such a thing was wildly inappropriate. Hearing it from a stranger more than 30 years at her senior made it even more disturbing. Sharpe made himself unavoidable. He was at the gym when she was.
See, that's cap. I don't like that. She acting like, you know, it's disturbing because he's, you know, old enough to be her granddaddy. But the fact that you still fucking with the nigga for 2 years. So he was her sugar daddy. Yeah, her mama probably was coaching her. But she was cool with having a sugar daddy. But somebody was pimping her out, though. This ain't her doing all this fucking shit. Somebody is behind this shit.
Was constantly called and text demanded to come to his Beverly Gun mansion. You want to know something crazy?
This man got her coming to the mansion, bruh. He ain't meeting her at a hotel, none of that shit like that. Airbnb or something. He got the little bitch coming out to the mansion.
Out with before. Sharpe opened the door to his mansion without a word, no greeting, no acknowledgement, no small talk, without so much as looking at her. He simply turned away from her after opening the door and walked upstairs. Plaintiff hesitated but followed as she did not know what else to do or where else to go. When they reached about,
Bitch, stop it. Stop it now. Stop it, bitch. Bitch, stop it. So the man opened the door and he just turned around, walk away. You know, like a player, I guess. You know, the nigga feel like he, you know, that type of nigga. Nothing wrong with that. This your mansion. But you gonna tell me, I was so scared, you know. I had to give him my phone number when I met him at the gym. I had to keep talking to him because I was so scared of the big nigga. So I finally just said, hey, I'll come to your mansion, you know. It's because I'm so scared of you. And then when he opened the door, I was just so scared. Like, get the fuck out of here. For 2 years?
room, Sharpe pointed to the bed before disappearing into the bathroom and shutting the door behind him.
Now, you're telling us what he's doing, but you don't even telling us about the conversations that y'all have already had. Y'all already been talking freaky and all that. That's why when you got to the house, nigga, ain't no more fucking talking. If you done been talking freaky to me on the phone and all that shit, when you get to the house, that's about all I'm gonna do. Open the door, and when that door close, shit, you turn around, shit, I'm probably already naked. We already did all the talking on the phone. So, but she's trying to make it like, oh, she was coming over there to do a goddamn, you know what I'm saying, a business meeting or something. She's coming to babysit or something.
He still had not said a word. Plaintiff sat on the bed, waiting.
She said she got great after she came over to his house after talking freaky and all that. But she came over there with the setup already in plan.
Unsure of what to expect or if she should leave. Roughly 5 minutes later, he finally emerged, but still he said nothing and said he turned off the lights and laid down on his bed. What was he doing in there for 5 minutes? And this motherfucker is creepy. Leading her up to his bedroom without saying anything for roughly 10.
Popping that motherfucking pill. That's what he was doing. That whatever that blue chew. Or, you know, whatever. He probably ain't fucking with the Viagra. That's what he was doing, getting ready.
10 minutes, there was nothing but silence. Then, without warning, Sharpe placed his hands on plaintiff's neck from behind, pressed his erect pee against her body, and said his first words of the night. I knew from the first time I saw you, I was going to F you. And then oral sex.
He knew from the first night he was going to fuck her. He seen that little white girl and he couldn't resist. Wow. Maybe I ain't been enough places, but I ain't seen a white girl I can't resist. I ain't seen a woman I can't resist. I've seen some fine women now. You might be like, God damn. Whew. If you rich, you probably know you can get, but how?
I counted my cheeks.
That one is smart. You have smart ones and you have some that aren't quite so good.
Look at my African American over here. Look at him. Before I got the motherfucking plate.
Shout out to Melanie Queen. She says Shannon repeatedly made nasty comments about black women, but look who's causing him all the problems. Ninjas always think the white man's ice is cooler. Only two find that the same degree as the next man. Hey, that's right. That's definitely 100 right there. Big facts. I appreciate you, Melanie Queen. But yeah, he just like this guy here, and I don't blame him for, you know, coming in and, okay, you gonna have your little freak off. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing, I ain't saying nothing wrong with smashing your white girls. And even if you decide to marry your white girl, nothing wrong with that. But the fact that you go find a little white girl that you know, I could just how the girl talk, that would have turned me off. There's nothing like, it ain't enough pussy on her. Like, yeah, okay, you want to smash her, cool. Why you doing all this Tinder shit? Nah, this motherfucker is acting like you just did some wild shit. Now, we're going to get into her text message because she's making, in this report, if you don't see those text messages, you thinking she just some innocent little Goldilocks that stumbled across the mansion. And, you know, and the big black man just got them, you know what I'm saying, drug the shit out of her. That's how they trying to paint it. But he is the predator here. No mistake about it. Now, should you have to pay to be a predator? I mean, she was legal. Just a little white girl. Should he have to pay because he got a fetish for little white girls? Hey, that's up to y'all. I'm not going to give my opinion about that. We're just going to look at, you know, the breakdown.
Doe at some point realized Sharpe was using his phone. He apparently was recording her. Plaintiff could see that he was trying to be discreet, but it was obvious. She said nothing, scared her to confront him from what he might do. At some point later tonight, grabbed plaintiff by her V and began having sex with her. The next day, he woke up at 4 a.m. to shoot media segments for sports television.
And who the fuck? He just grabbed him by the pussy like that ain't like he ate the pussy. They said oral. So this nigga, he couldn't wait to eat out this little freak. Got the bitch talking about 25,000 per cheek. If y'all just supposed to be doing your thing and all that, having fun, why the fuck y'all even talking about money and babies and all this crazy shit? Like, nigga, what? How you go face first in the little white freak? This nigga Shannon, boy. You a nasty nigga, Shay. He go face first. Wow. That's what Trump said, grab him by the pussy. God damn, he didn't play with the pussy. He grabbed the pussy. God damn.
Woke her up and told her she needed to leave, but informed her that she had to be back by 9 p.m. Following night, plaintiff arrived at Sharpe.
So next morning, Sharpe woke up roughly 4 a.m. to shoot a media segment for sports television. He woke plaintiff as well and told her, you got to get the fuck out of here. But informed her that She had to be back by 9 p.m. exactly. Okay. I don't see the problem with that because we all, we all be a little doing like, girl, you better have your ass back over here at 9. I'm going to tear that ass up again. So he wanted a repeat. He seen a white girl. That was his fantasy. That was his fetish. She's calling these nights great because these are the nights that she had it recorded, or these are the nights that she has the evidence. And these probably was the first couple of nights that she had sex with the nigga or whatever. And it was just, this is when her pimp had her set it up. And as long as that nigga kept paying what he was doing, cool. But the minute he tried to cut her off, this is what she had, in the back pocket. So the following night, plaintiff arrived at Sharpe's house at approximately 9:05. She was 5 minutes late. Just 5 minutes past the time he had demanded. The moment he opened the door, plaintiff experienced his rage for the first time. But this nigga was mad about 5 minutes. Damn.
Hey, bro, come on now, dog. Come on, man.
This nigga want his pussy delivered like Domino's. Nigga, that bitch better be that bitch hot and ready. Wow. I see why the girl wants some money now. Like, goddamn, my nigga. She don't mind just getting you some pussy and all that shit like that and let you pay for it and be the sugar daddy. But why you got to do all the extra? Now I got to be on time. She got to deliver pussy on time and shit. Like, goddamn. Oh, man. Wow. Yeah, see, this the type shit that dude, yeah, I don't blame her for wanting some money out of this nigga, bro. This is the type shit she's suing about. This is the shit that I believe. I don't believe he took it the first time and all that, what she put up there. But this right here, I do believe that the nigga would get mad about 5 minutes and start talking real reckless and shit. Because he want to treat a white woman, I think of what it is, he want to treat a young white woman how he felt like black people got treated. And I think like Shannon got some deep down.
Sharpe's house.
Excuse me. Shannon got some deep down slave rooted, pain. I don't know if he's seen or heard a story about one of his ancestors getting raped by a white man. So he wanted to reenact this in a reverse role or something like that. And that's some kind of weird fantasy of his. That's the only thing I could think of to kind of explain this weird ass shit and what he got going on. And that's why he wanted to kind of put the little white bitch through hell. Going ham about 5 minutes. And we can't be like, oh man, look how he treated our black women. But look how he treated the white women. Shit. We got to at least get a nigga a salute for that. At least he did this to a white woman. Well, we would be more upset if he did it to a black woman, correct? But this is why you can't do that to white women. So black women, you need to, I guess, take notes. Shit. If it was a black woman that did it, a lot of people would be talking shit about that. Oh, you trying to take a black man down. You can't win.
It's approximately 9 p.m. C, why'd she go back? That's a great question, right? I mean, truly, why'd you go back there?
Yeah, that is a great question. If he did that the first time, you ain't going back. So that's where you're fucking up. That's where she's fucking up. And that's going to be Shannon's, biggest defense. If I did all this to you the first time, why would you come back? Why would you come back? Why would you not leave, go get help? I know he's powerful and all that, but you could at least went and documented it. Yeah, I wasn't sure about that. I heard about Gilbert's son, man. My condolences to, Gilbert's son. I mean, not my condolences, my prayers to Gilbert's son. I can only imagine, I have a son myself that drives. Man, and like he's in a coma. My heart out to Gil, man. Prayers for you, brother. And I truly hope that his son gets better. And that is very tragic. But, thank you for sharing that, Carla. But back to what we was speaking on with this situation here. Yeah, why would she go back to the house? So, and Iceberg say fear. He knew where she lived and could get in, etc. You're right. You know, after she shared so much information the very first time they met and all that stuff like that, and she's playing this role of, hey, I was in the gym and this scary black man kept pursuing me. And I finally gave him my number. I was scared that, hey, you know, he's telling me how powerful he was and all that and this and that. And, you know, I felt like if I didn't come and do what he wanted, he would send a bunch of people at me. He would do scary stuff, you know, have people follow me and all that type of stuff. He knows my address, my phone number. He can use all type of technology to stalk me. And I don't know what to do. So you have a good point there, Iceberg. This could, if this was true, this would be what this woman is saying. I met him at the gym. I thought that maybe he was an all right guy. You know, he wasn't my first choice, but after he kept pursuing, I am a little thought pocket, and I thought it was my little come up, but I didn't know it was going to get that bad. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I like a little role play. I like some weird shit. But at the same time, when a nigga mad about me being 5 minutes late, I ain't with all that shit. She just want to get fucked hard. And that's fine. And nothing wrong with that. I mean, there's something wrong with him because he goddamn, why would you, I mean, goddamn, bro. Like, you got so much on the table. Like, nobody will ever understand how you can have so much on the table and you will bloop out like this, a 19-year-old little white girl. I mean, I guess it wouldn't matter if it was a black girl or a white girl, but someone young enough to be your granddaughter is, you know, is making everybody look at you funny in that aspect. And you can say, so what? I like them young. Cool. And, you know, stand on that. Cool. But the fact that you will expect a little white girl to protect you when you're behaving like this, at least behave, nigga. Ain't nothing wrong with fucking who you want to fuck, but you got to behave, nigga. You letting the motherfucker record you, document shit. You tender. That's the part I can't understand, y'all.
If you had that experience, why on earth would you entertain this guy? It doesn't seem like you enjoyed the first experience. Just 5 minutes past the time you demanded. The moment you opened the door, plaintiff experienced his rage for the first time. Sharpe immediately launched into a verbal assault. He screamed at her, berating her for what felt like hours. He accused her of disrespecting him. Wasting his time, warned that if she wanted to be with Shannon Sharpe, she would have to learn obedience. She was terrified and feared for her physical safety. Sharpe turned off the lights and grabbed her neck, and just like the night before, began doing you know what. Why did she go back? Yelling at her controllably, forcibly grabbing her neck, saying he was going to kill her. Over the next year and a half, plaintiff saw Sharpe at his house, often 4 times a week. Sharpe continued to treat her like an object. He continued to control her, not just physically, but emotionally and psychologically. He demanded complete control.
Yeah, he wanted that. Seemed like he had like a reverse racism thing going. He wanted to treat a little white girl like, you know, a slave. And that shit backfired. That nigga was on some Django shit. Mandingo version.
Of her time and body. He was yelling at her while there was a firearm visible in the room. Shared her location with friends, just in case. He saw her doing this. The moment he realized she was doing this, he grabbed her by the neck and told her, if you ever do that again, I'll fucking kill you. They both moved to Vegas in summer 2024. Sharpe likes to say that plaintiff followed him to Vegas.
Yeah, that nigga was on some Black Snake Moan shit. Y'all seen that movie, Samuel L. Jackson?
But that too is a lie. They both moved to Vegas for their own reasons. Come on, bro.
Yeah, that's all cap. They ain't moved to Vegas for their own reason.
Someone followed someone. Plaintiff's feeble attempts at freedom, independence further upset Sharpe. He began flooding her phone with calls.
So she started Plaintiff feeble attempts at freedom and independence further set him. So after a while, she like, okay, I don't mind fucking with you and shit. And it's supposed to just be, you know, a transactional relationship. But Sharpe wants to control the young lady. You know, hey, you can't talk to this nigga, you can't talk to that nigga, and all that shit like that. He tender. He don't want the chick you giving her money, but you don't want her to go get a new goddamn apartment that you don't know about. You don't want her flying out of town and you don't know where she going. You want to keep tabs on her. But I get it though. When you making that type of money, you don't want this bitch be, you know what I'm saying? Cause, you know, something dumb she could do could lead back to you. She could be out there fucking with, you know what I'm saying, the Pookies and the Ray Rays and the, you know what I'm saying, whatever. And then them type of people done fucked around and set up a robbery on you. So, of course, she got to be a little, you know, careful. He got to be a little careful when it comes to that aspect, especially in L.A.
Multiple times per hour. October 2024, she saw him at the gym. He aggressively approached her. She could tell by his look that way he moved, he was furious. As soon as he got close, he said, "Sit the fuck down or I'm going to kill you." She said, "I don't want to talk to you. Cheat on me." His response was, "You don't have a choice." He demanded they talk in private. She
So when she found out about that little Michelle video where he was groaning and all that, fucking the girl, she blowed. Then she talking about you cheated on me and he telling her sit the fuck down, I'ma kill you and all this shit. Now that shit done went a little farther than y'all role playing, bro.
He said no. Sharpe forced under threat to get in his car and go to her house. Plaintiff tried to keep the conversation in the living room, but Sharpe refused. He demanded to go to the bedroom. She said no. Once out of the bedroom, Sharpe grabbed her from behind and forcefully performed blah, blah, blah. He held her in place and began forcing. He began even angry and said,
So during the argument when she found out that he cheated on her, now this is the most damaging part of this whole thing that I've seen. Cause this is believable. That first shit when they first, you know what I'm saying, met and all that shit, I don't believe that shit. That, you know what I'm saying, the nigga just, you know, forcefully took the pussy or whatever. You just, you know, maybe, you know, it could have been maybe some rough shit or that's what they talked about. Now, this, I don't believe there was a discussion about because she probably was genuinely pissed off about finding about the Michelle video, right? Yeah, this definitely sounds more, this is Vince McMahon shit worse than all these folk shit. But they don't talk about Vince McMahon that much. And I might need to do an update and see what's going on in that case because we did that Vince McMahon story a year ago. And we ain't heard shit else about it. But like I say, when it comes to this story right here, she probably genuinely pissed off about the situation with the Michelle video where he's grunting and all that stuff while he's smashing the girl trying to prove to the world that he wasn't gay. So when he run up on her, she like, I don't want to talk to you. You know, you cheated on me. He like, man, go to the room or whatever. And he trying to thinking he could just fuck her real good and shit, get all over it. But she genuinely mad. So, say Sharpe grabbed her from behind, forcibly positioned her to perform sex. So, that nigga he tried to pull one of the baby boy shits on her. He did the little shit out of baby boy, y'all. I got to bring this to y'all so y'all don't just pass by this. That is kind of a form of, you know, taking it, bro. If she want to say that. He held her in place and forced her to begin forming. Oh, damn. Damn, so he forced her to do him. So, yeah, that's definitely, you know, you way stronger into her. And she mad at you, but you making her suck your dick. Yeah, that's fucked up. He became even angry and said, if you disrespect me so much, I'm going to punish this asshole. Damn. Then the nigga, well, yeah, this nigga diabolical. Like, this shit here got a little weird. Right? Damn, the nigga got mad and fucked the bitch in the ass. Wow. I'm gonna make you so no man will want you again. Yeah, saying that to them white folks. Yeah, that's a little harsh. Plaintiff at this point was crying and sobbing, tears screaming down her face as Sharpe
said, "You disrespect me so much, I'm going to punish this. I'm going to make it so no man will want you again." She was crying and sobbing. Turn around and look at me. Sharpe grabbed her head, forcing her to look at him. "Look at this. Look at my arm. I've got chills. That's how good this is." So this is.
So the nigga is saying that the nigga ate her out, forced her over, fucked her in the ass, and while she was crying, goddamn, he made her look at him, grabbing her head and forcing her. And that, I ain't gonna lie, that sounds more believable than that first story or whatever, because she could have genuinely been pissed off about that situation, and that would be defined as great. And that might have, if she can prove that, but that'll be hard to prove.
Trying to look at me. Sharpe grabbed her head, forcing her to look at him. "Look at this. Look at my arm. I've got chills. That's how good this is." So this is some fucked up shit, if this is true. I mean, this is absolutely terrible. Sharpe's behavior demonstrates that he believed plaintiffs to be his personal property. He also believed that laws did not apply to him. The January.
Now, doing some little freaky talking that them niggas do on the phone, whatever, with the white girl, that could have been how their relationship was set up, and that might have been what Sharpe was trying to show with those text messages, but I don't think it helps his case. And, it didn't help his case with my public opinion. I don't think it's going to help his case in the courtroom either. But this is the type of relationship that they had. He wanted a little slave white bitch where he can get off his fantasy of, treating her like his little, slut bucket, and being like a, black snake moan type shit.
Situation. Outside her apartment, Sharpe began undressing. Plaintiff firmly stated multiple times that they would not have sex without protection. She knew that in the past he refused to ever wear condoms and believed that her demand would stop him. But
that's bullshit. Bitch, you wasn't telling this no fucking Shannon Sharpe to wear no fucking condom. Bitch, you was dying to get pregnant. Stop your goddamn lying. That nigga probably goddamn got a vasectomy or some shit.
although he refused to use, he still insisted. She tried to resist him. She screamed. She had already expressed concerns for her safety. The more she begged, Sharpe became more aggressive, made it clear he would not wear a condom. He was going to have his way. Forced himself on her again. As soon as he started, plaintiff screamed and sobbed. Her cries for help did nothing to stop him. Lasting 10 minutes. Demand for jury trial. 50 million big ones. And there you have it. Some fuck.
So, y'all, that is the lawsuit in full of, you know, what this woman is demanding. Ladies, I honestly want to know, do y'all think that what was described in that lawsuit is would categorize as, you know, what rape or whatever it is that she's explaining? I mean, yeah, I can put your honest opinion. Ain't nobody gonna, you know, go at your neck or nothing like that. Now, as y'all are putting that in the chat, there's rumors around, you know, that maybe Shaq had something to do with, you know, trying to get some shit dug up on Shay Shay. And we're going to take this with a grain of salt, but I'll at least let you guys hear the accusations made by Matt Barnes, you know, an old nemesis that we know about. Yeah, role play at best. And I think that it'll ruin his reputation. I ain't going to say it'll ruin it. He just wouldn't be able to be on something like ESPN, because ESPN, they are connected to Disney. You know, kids don't know that, but, you know, adults know that. People who do business know that. So, and people being fired for less. So, yeah, he'll lose out with that. But if Shannon Sharpe just continues what he's doing as far as with his club Shay Shay, and, you know, talking about sports and all that stuff like that, he'll be fine. That's the beauty of today, you know, like shit be gone next week. Girls gonna keep coming out trying to get some money off of him. Yeah, he ain't gonna be able to get the big sponsor deals, but in a year, if he keep doing what he doing, he'll be good. This just a kind of moment shit. The bitch trying to get a big bag. She should have. There's a rumor that 10 million was offered. We're gonna hear that audio also, but she should have took that 10 million if it was offered.
I don't know if you're on this kind of time, but I was in a group chat the other day, or actually just yesterday, and Shaq said he's paying top dollar for any information on old boy. So, again, I don't know if you're on that kind of time or not, but Shaq is known to throw large sums of money around, so just want to put that out there.
So if that rumor is true, now I'll play it one more time for y'all to hear it.
Unbiased, independent news.
I don't know if you're on this kind of time, but I was in a group chat the other day, or actually just yesterday, and Shaq said he's paying top dollar for any information on old boy. So, again, I don't know if you're on that kind of time or not, but Shaq is known to throw large sums of money around, so just want to put that out there.
Salute, Helima. Salute, Troll Report, Moonlight. So, as he's saying, they're saying that he's referring to Shannon Sharpe when he's saying Shaq throwing around money for information on old boy. Now, if there's money out there that somebody want to, you know, get some information on Shannon, that means people are going to put some money together and, you know, set the play. If people know that you tender about white girls, of course one of these niggas going to have a white girl in their pocket that they know you going to love. You know what I'm saying? One of them going to have a white girl ready for you, on deck. So now, let's go and get us a little deep dive into some of Shannon's business, right? Including some of the text messages that got leaked between him and her, his response to this situation. Matter of fact, let's listen to his response to this situation first. Knowing that the lawsuit was in action. Hold on one second. Here, we're going to take a quick commercial break while I get this video together, y'all. Salute to the chat. Salute to the chat. Y'all make sure y'all hit the like button.
Say it out loud. Better say it with your chest. Fuck, nigga. Keep God in your life. Fuck, nigga. Keep God in your life. Fuck, nigga. Keep God in your life. Fuck, nigga. You need to praise the Lord or Allah or Yahweh, whoever you believe in. Get connected. Come on. Hey, look. Ha. God blessing all the trap niggas. They worshiping the devil. I don't really fuck with rap niggas, but keep 'em mad. Keep God in your life. Fuck, nigga, you need to praise the Lord or Allah or Yahweh, whoever you believe in. Get connected.
Get connected and stay connected. Ears to the streets, we in your area. So let's continue on with the video. So here's the little snow bunny that he just could not resist. And I seen another picture of her. She had a little bubble, but you know what I'm saying? It wasn't nothing, no 50 million, no 10 million, ain't no 25 a cheek type bubble. But this is what attracted, you know what I'm saying, this goofy nigga. It's something about her, you know what I'm saying? I don't see it. But 56-year-old Shannon, he seen this little 19-year-old and he just want to choke her and all that crazy shit.
19 years old. And Shannon Sharpe was over 50 years old.
To my family, friends, supporters, and colleagues, I want to speak to you directly and from the heart. This is a shakedown.
He want to speak to directly and from the heart. This is a shakedown. Okay, we know that. We all understand this is a shakedown. Cool. But if you get shut down because you are doing something that you shouldn't be doing, like, how do you expect us to support it? I mean, I'm still gonna watch your shit. Cool. I just look at you as a sucker now. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's all. I just lost a little respect. You still an entertainer. But I don't look at you as the serious black man that I used to look at you as. Now you just look like a coon ass nigga, bruh. But at the same time, like, would I be more mad if he did this to a black woman? Let's just go there. Like, does he do this to all women? You know what I'm saying? Like, I think black people would have been more outraged if he did it to, if he did it to a black woman. But just him doing it, period, and it being a 19-year-old woman. And the fact that you was just like last year talking about somebody else that had a young woman. I can't remember who that was. I'm going to find that video. But for you to be about to get this big old bag and fumble it like this is mind-boggling.
I'm going to be open, transparent, and defend myself because this isn't right. This is all being orchestrated by Tony Busby, who has targeted Jay-Z. Tony Busby targets black men.
I hate when these niggas bring the black card. And when they do dumbass shit. He just like Kanye. Nah, she ain't no innocent young woman by a long shot. By a long shot. I'm not making her the fucking victim. She lying like a motherfucker, but she just finessing. I'm not as mad at her for finessing, but you got to be a dummy to get some finesse. Like, she is not innocent. She's not the little sweet little baby, none of that shit. None of that. She actually doing what the fuck she's supposed to do. She was just a prostitute, pretty much, OnlyFans model, doing what she do. She was keeping her body up, concentrating on selling that ass to, you know what I'm saying, the right bidder. You came around, you bought the ass, but you want to get too rough with it. This is the problem that we're having here. He bought the ass. Cool. You brought your little fantasy bitch, but you want to rough the little bitch up. You can't do that with a little white bitch. You can't do that with any woman in this climate with your status. That's just dumb. So this is why I just lost a lot of, you know what I'm saying, respect for him. Like I said, I still watch his show. He still got good takes on football. Like, just because he a fucking peon, just because he tender, just because he's, you know, he got narcissistic behavior, you know, and he want to play goddamn victim. That don't mean he still don't know football. Now, I mean, he still don't know, you know, how to talk about basketball, but 54 and 19, bro, come on, bro. And you expected her to keep a secret? Like, nigga, what? And we ain't even got into the videos of the nigga actually on video yet in the text message. We about to get into that, y'all. And now you up here trying to pull the black card. You're trying to throw Jay-Z out there. Nah, nigga, this ain't about Jay-Z. We don't care if that man white, black, whatever, and now it's the white man trying to get you. Nah, nigga, you tried to get the white man. What you thought was gonna happen? Same shit Kobe had to go through. R.I.P. to Kobe, but shit, I'll talk about a nigga when they dead the same way I talked about it when they're alive. He did the same dumb shit, and he had to motherfucking sell his soul to get out of that. You fucking the white bitch in the ass up in the Colorado suites. And don't want to pay the bitch. Y'all some freaky ass niggas, man. Y'all just want to get these white bitches and fuck them in the ass, man. Crazy ass niggas. Kwame say the white bitches don't even want to meet they don't even want service the niggas no more. I seen somebody had cut up a clip. Kwame Brown said that the prostitutes no longer want black guys no more. And it's probably for these reasons. Y'all just want to fuck them in the ass and choke them out and smack them around and all that.
And I believe he's going to release a 30-second clip of a sex tape that tries to make me look guilty. And
Say what? Say what? Hold on, let me rewind that back. Did this nigga just say this dude, the same dude that goddamn tried to jam up Jay-Z, is gonna release a 30-second sex tape?
And from the heart, this is a shakedown. I'm going to be open, transparent, and defend myself because this isn't right. This is all being orchestrated by Tony Busby, who has targeted Jay-Z. Tony Busby targets black men, and I believe he's going to release a 30-second clip of a sex tape that tries to make me look guilty.
A 30-second clip of a sex tape that tries to make you look guilty.
And played into every stereotype you could possibly imagine. That video should actually be 10 minutes or so.
So what? That's not me. I didn't do it. You know, she recorded it. It should be 10 minutes.
Hey, Tony, instead of releasing your edit, put the whole video out.
So this nigga is telling the man to put out his sex tape.
Hey, bro, come on now, dog. Come on, man.
Oh, man. Hey, if she don't win, she probably gonna put that bitch up on her OnlyFans. Make money off this nigga still. Man, this nigga here.
I don't have it, or I would myself.
This nigga said, I don't have it, or I would myself. So he would put up his own sex tape just to prove that he didn't rape the girl, but they did some freaky ass race slave role play shit.
You know what happened, and you're trying to manipulate the media. The encounter in question took place during the day at her invitation, and now that appears to be a deliberate.
So the time in question came at her invitation, but she came to your house. Remember? I don't think this was a good idea to have him do this.
Coordinated by Gabby, also known as Carly on OnlyFans.
Now he's doxing the female. Listen to him. He's telling you her name and telling you her OnlyFans page, which I ain't gonna do nothing but blow her up. You know how much money this bitch probably making now that he done told everybody what her OnlyFans page is?
That appears to be a deliberate setup. Coordinated by Gabby, also known as Carly on OnlyFans. Gabby and Tony Busby want $50 million. What they're getting is sued for defamation and trying to take me down. My career is all about real talk and honesty. I know my family and fans know exactly what this is about. And I'm going to be out there telling you whatever I need to say, just like I always do.
Yeah, we know you're going to do that. Tell us whatever you need to say, like you always do. And Monique tried to tell you, Cat Williams tried to tell you, just didn't want to listen.
I love all you guys.
Now, I'ma be straight up with y'all. I don't believe Shannon Sharpe did any of this or what is crazy alone. Uncle Shay Shay, you're 50 years old, bro. It's okay to date somebody that's at least 30. This bitch couldn't even drink alcohol.
I'm grateful I'm not 56 and trying.
Are you trying to say that? What you trying to say?
I'm looking right at you.
I know you looking at your
I ain't backing down.
Now, Shannon Sharpe is claiming that it was all consensual. And truthfully, I believe it was. This girl seen he was about to get $100 million and wanted a piece of that cake. Fuck! What type of nightcap is this? Come on now, Unc. You were 50 years plus. Why are...
Yeah, man. So that's definitely been the situation with this fool, man. Now, you know, you done fucked up when Dr. Umar Johnson got to goddamn step in and say something about the shit.
Shannon Sharpe, I'm going to stand with you, my brother, on one condition. I'm getting text messages from all over the African universe telling me that Shannon Sharpe was accused of the unspeakable. I'm getting text messages telling me that Shannon Sharpe was accused of the unspeakable. I'm going to stand with my Uncle Shannon Sharpe. I'm going to stand with my Uncle Shannon Sharpe. I'm going to stand with Uncle Shay Shay on one condition. Uncle Shay Shay, no more snow bunnies after this scandal.
Ain't no damn way you gonna convince Shannon Sharpe to stay away from the motherfucking snow bunny. That boy love him some snow bunny. Ah, hell nah. But yeah, man, it's about to get a little ugly, man. So let's go over some of the, you know, he tried to dox the girl, and they turned up the heat on his ass a little bit. So they start bringing out these text messages. This is what Mom Boss. We about to get to that part right now. Let's get to the text message. Let's get what. Matter of fact, before we get to the text messages. No, let's see the text messages first before we hear the audio. Because we got to know what type of, bitch this is to how she's pretending to be.
Well, actually, you posted the exact messages of what y'all were talking about. Now, these messages were all to prove that the relationship that Shannon Sharpe had with this woman was all consensual.
What age do men get worms? I think it depends on if they're healthy or not. I think about 65. So, all right, y'all. So we about to start seeing the actual text messages. We got as many text messages we possibly can. I had to go I had to go do some research to see who had all the text messages, but I finally found somebody that had all the text messages. This dude did a great job on this video. Let me make sure I recommend his channel to anybody that want to go see his video in full. I'm going to drop his link real quick in the chat. So if anybody want to go watch this and sub up to, his name is D Green, and give him a like. And he made this video like 3 days ago. So if any new news came out about it, this was 3 days ago. But let's check out these text messages.
She said, I want you to put a dog.
Okay, so I want you to put a dog collar around my neck and choke me with it while you're fucking me. In a text message to Shannon Sharpe. This is October 7th, 2023. So she said she met him at the gym 2023, right? So this the type shit she was into. Remember I said when she came over to the house, she was already had them been talking all this shit on the phone. So, you know, that's how I was saying I didn't like that shit that, you know, as far as in the paperwork in the original lawsuit saying that, you know, oh, he took this and he did that and he was. Now, it sounded believable when she was mad about him being involved with another woman and then he did that, which he probably didn't look at it as that. She's so used to just being drugged or something. I don't know. Maybe she just, I don't know. I can't even try to get in the mindset of that shit. But technically that is taking it. It don't matter how much sex y'all been having.
All collar around my neck? Huh? And choke me with it while you're f***ing me? Hey, yo, what type of freaky shit is this? I wouldn't even feel comfortable doing that, bro. Does she, like, have a pet fetish? I know you miss this big, juicy ass. Pause. $25K for each cheek?
What? So she must be was hitting this nigga up. So she texts this on the 1st. She texts that shit on New Year's. So he was already smashing her and fucking her, you know, around October. So maybe a couple of months later, you know, and she's hitting him like, I know you miss this big juicy ass. $25K for each cheek. I think she was saying that she probably got a BBL or some shit. Y'all think that's what she meant, or?
Come on now, bro. This is a random ass hoe trying to get a bag.
And bruh, she ain't even pretty like that, bruh. She just white. Yeah, she just want to be a dog. Like, damn, this is what Shannon. All this shit crazy. All this nigga wanted was a little white girl to dominate. These niggas are weird.
Bitch says she wanted a dog collar around her neck? What the hell? Oh my gosh, bro. These messages get even crazier. Only if you put that baby gravy in me?
Damn, this bitch kind of creative. The bitch calling it baby gravy already? What the fuck? You wouldn't be expecting that kind of language out of this young lady. Baby gravy? Well, damn. This bitch get creative with this freaking shit. That's some new shit. That's some new age shit. Baby gravy? It's not a bad name, but I'm just saying. That's not a bad name. I might have to use that. I might have to steal that. Yeah, tell my milk and magnesia, here comes the baby gravy. Good day.
Baby gravy? Then I can do whatever I want to me?
Now, I want to keep up with the dates. This is November 23rd, 2023. So we seen one for October 7th. We seen one for November 23rd. And then we seen one on New Year's of 2024. So they was talking all freaky and shit. So that's why when she came to the house, it wasn't no more talking. That nigga just opened the door, nigga, and was like, nigga, ain't no more talking. But when she started talking like this is when Shannon Sharpe should have been like, no, bitch, I don't even need you even mentioning no babies.
What is baby gravy? Oh, wait, I know what it is. Ew! I want to put my tongue in your asshole. Nah! No.
Hey, bro, come on now, dog. Come on, man.
Find every one of his social media accounts and ban him from literally everything that ever existed. If there's a platform that he's on and I'm not on it, I'm going to create an account, make him follow me just so I can ban him on it.
Ew! I want to put my tongue in your...
Oh, man. Sharpe. Don't tell us you ain't getting your salad tossed, brother. This bitch says she want to put her tongue in your ass and then marry you. What in the whole milk of magnesia shit? And this is what had this nigga going crazy. This is why he didn't want his milk of magnesia speaking with nobody else. Cause she was goddamn letting this nigga do whatever he wanted to, and it was some freaky shit. This nigga was getting his salad tossed. But none of this is illegal. None of this is, we all, like, come on. Nobody's surprised that Shannon might be in some weird shit. You know what I'm saying? Nobody wouldn't be surprised if we found out that nigga bi. Nobody wouldn't be surprised at none of that shit. A lot of the man's sexual life keep coming out. Nobody's surprised that he like white girls. I damn sure ain't surprised. Only thing I'm surprised that he liked them that young. You know what I'm saying? And not that he liked them that young, the fact that he would try to be in a relationship or some kind of, transactional ship with something that young. That's even more baffling. And that what's even more baffling than that is that the fact that he would allow this shit to be, documented and shit. Like, you got to be the dumbest nigga in the world with your status at that age. Like, you would think that you would be way more ahead of steps than a 19-year-old.
Asshole. Nah. No, I'm done, bro. She wanna put her tongue in Shannon Sharpe's what? Now, Shannon Sharpe, I understand you posted these messages in your defense to prove that you are innocent, but the Avengers themselves could not get me to leak these messages, bro.
Yeah, this nigga leaked his own messages, y'all. He leaked the message that the bitch trying to lick his ass. You still fucking with her. You ain't released the ones that say, nah, I'm good on all that. You getting a little too freaky. Nah, nigga, release what you said. Oh, man. Or is that what you said to her? I don't know. Are you telling the young bitch that you gonna marry her after you stick your tongue in her ass? I don't know. No, she was telling you that. Okay.
Bro, you could have definitely proved your innocence without revealing that message, bro. Why did she offer to do that? Why did she offer to lick your... Okay, bro, let's move on. That shit literally just ruined my entire day, bro. Can't even finish my fucking Chipotle anymore, bro. Shit just turned a big black baby in me. That's my daddy. I want you to put a big black baby in me.
Only if you put the baby gravy in me, so I can do it, then can do whatever I want to me. Then she say, I want to put my tongue in your ass, whatever. That's my daddy. Fuck, I want you to put a big black baby in me. And this was August 2024. So this is damn near a year after, he first started talking. Now she's talking about nigga giving me a baby. Like, he's in a full-fledged relationship with this little freak from OnlyFans. Come on, Shay. 50, man, come on. Get the fuck out of here.
Okay, now, bro, what's going on? She gotta be racist, bro. I'm sorry. Put a big black baby in me. Has to be racially motivated, bro. Shannon Sharpe, you need to settle down and get married, bro. What am I reading? You better crave it because you're gonna be stuck with it for life.
Wow. You better crave it because you're going to be stuck with it for life after you put a big black baby in me. Nigga, that right there should have been a red flag. Say, all right, it's all the fun over. You know, stop playing. For I be signing an 18-year contract with a little white girl. If it get out, if I get this 20-year-old girl pregnant, and any of this weird talking that I'm doing with this crazy bitch, it should have ran across this man's mind that all of this weird sexting and shit with a 19-year-old girl would not leak out. Why wouldn't you think that she would have the maturity to not put your business out eventually? Like, do she come from a super powerful family or something? Or, damn, I mean, I don't get it. She's telling this nigga, I'm going to lock you down some way or another. He did. He had her sign a NDA. But he the one admitted about the relationship.
You put a big black baby in me?
This is him putting out these messages, though. I want to remind y'all. This is not her putting out these messages. This is him putting out these messages. Well, he should have, this is for court. But he knows that this isn't going to go to court. It's just he's going to lose the money within public opinion. A lot of black women going to look at the nigga like, hey, you sitting there chasing these little white girls and shit, and we supporting you as black people. A lot of people are going to, it's not that he's not entertaining. He is entertaining. He sounds smart. He sounds like a model black man, but, just to know that, the nigga is on some weirdo ass shit like that, some people are going to choose not to fuck with him like that. And that's just how society is. Like I said, I can still enjoy his content, but I'll always keep collecting. I can't take him serious as, certain type. Same way I can't take niggas like Kwame Brown serious, a certain type. It's other niggas that I can't really take serious because, what I'm saying, they really are, destructive of the black community, in my opinion. They hurt us more than anything because they know how to manipulate. And they use their manipulation skills to, move pieces around the board.
Even double down? How many times are you going to say that? Now, Shannon Sharpe, there is nothing wrong with clapping cheeks, but I think it is finally time for...
Okay, so we're about to come up on the audio of what was caught on audio, so...
you to settle down, bro. Your bachelor life in this situation in the first place, bro.
Well, I'm not really interested in getting choked, so I guess we're going.
Yeah, I might choke you in public. Big black guy chokes small white woman.
It's not a good look, Shannon.
Not a good look that you did with the shit you did to me.
Now, this, I believe, is the second video that they put out there. But the fact that he got on the phone and he had this type of discussion with a little white girl and never thought in the back of his head, this can get out. This could be really bad for me. this can be taken out of context if that's what you want to say this is. Gotta be a goddamn dummy. So let me play both audios back to back to get a better understanding of it. Hold up. Oh, okay, I see it. Okay, here's the first audio.
Anything I say, you're just gonna like get mad at and you're just gonna hang up on me. So I feel like.
I'm not gonna hang up on you. Here's what it is.
What does that even mean?
Nothing yet.
Now it sounds like he playing little girl games with her. What does that mean? Like these the type of conversations you having? It's weird. Like you're talking to your granddaughter. I mean, kind of is, but.
You want to be a dick to me now, so.
I don't want to be. Don't manipulate me.
Oh, Lord have mercy. If you say that one more time, I'm going to choke the out of you when I see you.
Now, him saying that, I don't know how to take that. But if I was in the juror box, I would be very, 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 very confused. Because right now, y'all are not fucking. You know what I mean? Y'all are not like, but you can kind of tell it's a setup though. And he's so green that when she said some shit like that, and if you say that word again, obviously she keeps saying it because she keeps trying to, you know, set you up, dummy. He never seen it coming. Let's go back a little bit.
You want to be a dick to me now, so.
I don't want to be. Don't manipulate me.
Oh, Lord have mercy. If you say that one more time, I'm going to choke the out of you when I see you.
Yeah, that ain't no love choke there. That don't sound like the kind of choke that she want. She want to be choked while they fucking, but Shay, you can't just make a habit out of just choking a bitch whenever you see him. Or threatening to that's what you gonna do every time you see her. You on some pimp shit now. You can't do that, Shay. I'm just saying, bro. You thought it wouldn't get out that you choking out your little bitch? Black, white, whatever it is, but you know, it makes it look even worse to the white people that you doing it to a little white girl. A white woman. I'm sorry. I don't want to disrespect her. But shit, she got you fucked up, huh?
Thank you.
Well, I don't want to be choked.
Yeah.
But look how she just went all innocent, sleeping beauty. Oh no, I don't want to be choked. She knows she recording the whole time. See, this is after he done really been beating her ass. He done really been fucking her up. And she's like, I know he gonna act up. So let me set his ass up.
Oh, Lord have mercy. If you say that one more time, I'm going to choke the out of you when I see you. Thank you.
Well, I don't want to be choked.
Yes, you do. I don't think you have a choice in the matter.
Anything I say, you're just gonna like get mad at.
And then when he said, you don't really have a choice in the matter. Nah, bro, that take the little freaky shit out the equation. Now, if this conversation, like he's saying, the dude took out a 30-second segment out of a 10-minute long shit. Now, if this was a sex scene or something like that, because now we have to use our imagination, in which we don't really want to like that. We would rather just get clear-cut details. But if we're going to have to try to make it make sense, we would have to say, okay, if this was some role-playing shit they was doing, and like he was saying, it's a 10-minute video, and she took 30 seconds out of that 10-minute sex tape or whatever. But in the claim, it says that he was doing all the filming of her without her consent. So how is it that she has a video of them having a sexual encounter and, you know, she can cut out a 30-second, you know, of that? And I'm not agreeing with it either way. I'm just pointing that out. Okay, and then another thing. If that's what they're doing, how can you prove that that's not the situation? If you don't have the video of that whole 10-minute goddamn sex tape, and this was your role play with her, and this is exactly how she set it up. Yeah, she got the 10-minute tape, but you can't prove that it was a 10-minute tape. All she got to prove is this what was on the phone call. You got lined up by a 19-year-old, my nigga. Like, this is pathetic. Somebody found what. So if it's true that somebody like Shaq allegedly put a bag behind trying to find some dirt on a nigga, and then all it took was a player or a pimp to put a little white girl in his, you know what I'm saying, peripheral, because he just met her at the gym. Anybody could find out what gym he work out at. And hey, that nigga like them little white girl. He like them little white girl. OnlyFans model. Man, get the fuck out of here, Shay. You fumbled the bag over a little white girl. OnlyFans, man, stop it.
And you're just gonna hang up on me, so I feel like...
I'm not gonna hang up on you. Here's what it is.
What does that even mean?
Nothing, Gabby.
See, that takes out the little sex role play shit right there, because they on the phone. You know, you're like, hey, I ain't gonna hang up on you. So it sound like they having some little petty pack shit, you know, basic relationship shit. So, like, I can't even take this as like the role playing shit. That's just how your relationship was with her. And if you want to beat up on your little white bitch, that's fine. Well, it ain't fine, but hey, you know, that's what you do on the side, you know, under your celebrity. We get it. But can't blame people for looking at you different. That's all. So let's go to the next video.
Your checking account available. Anything I say.
The next video that he did. I mean that they released. Because after then, that's when they doxed her. So she came back with another one.
This is a shakedown.
Facing rape.
Oh shit, hold on, this ain't the right one.
This is a shakedown.
Facing.
Damn, what I did with the video. Hold up. Okay, so while I'm trying to find the second video, let's listen to the offer of the $10 million that Shannon lawyer admitted that, you know, they offered. Well, you know what? I can just go to my playlist. I'm tripping.
If a man really hates.
Okay, here's the second. Here it is right here. My bad. I forgot I had it on the playlist already. All right, here's the second audio.
You're coming to LA tomorrow?
Yes.
Well, I don't know why you want to go out.
Don't worry about it, Gabby.
Well, okay.
Okay, what?
Well, I'm not really interested in getting choked, so I guess we're going.
Yeah. I might choke you in public.
Now that don't make a lot of sense. What sense did that make? Say I might choke you in public. She's saying you're coming to L.A. So this tells us that, you know, this is not no role play. But we definitely don't think the nigga gonna choke her in public knowing who he is. I mean, we gotta know how that's gonna go. But it sounds like a setup. But to be dumb enough not to see the setup, that's the problem. That's the problem, Shay.
Big black guy chokes small white woman.
Anything I say, you're just gonna like get mad at, and you're just gonna hang up on me. So I feel like.
I'm not gonna hang up on you. Here's what it is.
What does that even mean?
Nothing, Gabby. You want to be a dick to me now, so.
I don't want to be. Don't manipulate me.
Oh, no, that mercy. If you say that one more time, I'm gonna choke out of you when I see you. Thank you.
Well, I don't want to be choked.
Yes, you do.
All right, y'all. So those are the leaked audios of, you know, that they have leaked, that they have released so far. You know, just to go ahead and try to make the public opinion of them. You know, hey, you talking to a little white girl like that, and this is what's gonna happen to you. So, all right, we done went over the audios. We went over the paperwork. We went over the text messages. Am I missing anything, y'all? Also, now you got other women coming out the blue and everything. And as far as his ex, she's coming out the blue, saying that, you know, he did something to her, you know, he put her out the house or something like that. You know, when it rains, it pours, but I haven't seen nothing really too outlandish. I think right now he's just been tried with being stupid. You know what I'm saying? That's about the only thing I can say offensive to, but, you know, 54 with a 19-year-old, that's very inappropriate, you know. But, hey, we can all say the person is grown and all that stuff. I just don't see a relationship with a person that young doing what it would do for your career, especially if you got all that going on. And just wouldn't be, I mean, that's young enough to be your granddaughter. So, anyway, we got Jason Whitlock here, and he's going to always take his shot when it comes to Shannon Sharpe. You know, he's been kind of calling out Shannon Sharpe a long time ago. He even told about a situation that happened at FS1 where Shannon Sharpe choked out another young lady. And, you know, they kind of brushed that under the rug before he ended up doing the ESPN thing. So this ain't Shannon Sharpe's first rodeo when it comes to putting his hands around a woman's neck, but that might be the type of chicks that he fuck with. The bitches that like to be choked and all that shit there. And he gonna have to learn that that's a fetish you don't want to be getting fucked up with, because now you got a different type of bag, and but hey, I ain't about to preach to Shannon Sharpe, man. He's supposed to be giving me the game, so it is what it is.
Didn't happen. Let's play the clips.
Did you and Shannon offer to settle these accusations?
Yeah.
Now, making sure y'all get this in context, this is Jason Whitlock. Y'all can go follow his channel, and I got this off of his channel. He definitely has the recordings of Shannon Sharpe lawyers offering to settle this $50 million lawsuit for $10 million before it blew up into a big story. So if he's not guilty of what he's saying, or he felt like it would save a lot more money, because it would save a lot more money just paying $10 million and, getting it under wraps. But at the same time, if you ain't do shit and you could prove that, that still ain't going to save you. You're still going to lose a lot of money. So I get it, but this is how you get attacked in the media.
And we tried to pay $10 million to get this wench to shut up. Didn't happen. Let's play the clips.
Did you and Shannon offer to settle these accusations?
Yes, there was a settlement offer made by Mr. Sharpe. I will only generally say to you that it was in the tens of millions of dollars demanded by the plaintiff in return for her silence. That's under any definition commonly understood. That is blackmail. And Mr. Sharpe was willing to pay an amount in the tens of millions of dollars, but no final agreement could be reached. And we thought we were still in the middle of discussions when, without warning, the mediator, who's a retired judge, ourselves as lawyers, without any prior warning, still thinking that we were close to a final agreement, the plaintiff and her lawyer from Houston filed a case in Texas, publicly accusing my client of lies and willful, harmful lies by using the rape word when it was she knows, 100% knows, and the evidence will show that she knew that this was entirely consensual. So we were of the belief on our side that we had an agreement without any warning. Not even the mediator, who is a retired judge, was given a warning out of courtesy. This case was filed and the public charges went throughout the media before we even knew that the discussions were over and the case had been filed.
Did y'all hear that? Did y'all hear the same thing I just heard? The man started out, she was blackmailing us. That was blackmail. And we were willing to meet her blackmail demands. Shannon Sharpe was going to give her $10 million. And then without any warning, she says, nah, I'm filed this $50 million suit. Screw the tens of millions of dollars. I want to take Shannon down. This woman don't care about the money. She's got dirt on Shannon Sharpe. He knows it's an impossible explanation. The woman was 19 when they met. The dude, he was 54. Look.
Yeah, he do got a big back. I don't agree with everything he say, but when he write, and he had the content, he had the audio, so we had to go over there and check him out, see what he had in the audio. But shout out to him, man. So I said we was gonna spin back to Cam and Mace. So Cam and Mace, they take on this whole Shannon Sharpe situation. And I kind of want to go over that because I thought it was funny these niggas be wilding out. But I agree with a lot of what they were saying. And that's kind of where we're going to end the whole Shannon Sharpe thing, Hey, I get good luck to him. He ain't harmed nobody. He ain't killed nobody. I don't think he raped nobody, But he just did something stupid. But that's his career. That's his life. You get what I'm saying? So if he want to fuck up his life, hell, he's still probably doing better than me. I know he doing better than me. What the fuck I'm talking about? Probably. But so, hey, y'all know how news is. It's here today. That shit'll be gone tomorrow. It's another story that'll be next week. Everybody will have their focus on something else. We just happen to be in this man business right now. It ain't no big deal. But shout out to Shannon Sharpe, man. You gotta leave them snow buddies alone, bro. I still watch your content, still, listen to your football, basketball take if you having those type of takes. I'll listen to your stories, but, you know, you dropped a couple of ranks as far as on the black scale, on the black man scale. Not because you was fucking with a white girl because of how you let the white girl pimp you. If you want to get her back for slavery, I get that. But goddamn, my nigga, you blooped out. You fumbled. You don't do no shit like that. Fuck up your reputation on some dumb shit like that. Boy, you got to be the donkey of the year. But like I said, let's get a quick little thought from Cam them. I forgot what it was. Never mind, no, I'm tripping. Go ahead.
We're going to talk about it. So Shannon Sharpe, he is being accused of sexual assault in a new lawsuit for allegedly dating a 19-year-old OnlyFans model who's now suing him for $50 million. The woman has since released an alleged audio conversation of the two where he said, "I'll choke the shit out of you." So in return, Shannon Sharpe responded with the text messages where him and the girl were talking, and she said some things like, I don't want anybody to cut this from me saying this, but she said, "I know you miss this ass, $25K for each cheek, want you to put a big black baby in me," and a whole bunch of other things to him. He also then responded with the video saying he's going to defend himself because what's going on isn't right, and he said it's all being orchestrated by Tony Busby, who has also targeted Jay-Z. He said Tony targets black men and he expects him to release a sex tape that tries to make him look guilty. So earlier, both lawyers for Shannon Sharpe and his accuser confirmed he also offered to pay $10 million to settle the case and not disclose the allegations with the girl.
So she just wrapped up in a very more fluent way than I did, clearer way than I did. Pretty much all the information that we just showed. We showed the text message, we showed the video being played, you know, she just broke it down. Very good job.
Whole lot to unpack. Cam, what are your initial thoughts?
Let me ask you a question before I give my opinion.
Okay.
Do you think this has something to do with her being white?
Yes.
I knew it. Why?
Because
so a black girl wouldn't do this?
I'm not saying a black girl wouldn't do it, but less likely to. I think, first of all, the whole big black baby and me, all that is like, okay, if you're into that, if you like the race baiting, all that, cool. Some people like that. That's the first thing. Second thing, we all saw Shannon Sharpe might be signing a $100 million deal. Woo, 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 woo. You're an OnlyFans model and you're trying to get him with that. And now all of a sudden, $50 million. And this isn't to, discredit anybody who's, going through serious issues and like sexual assault cases. Like, hope that works out for all of you guys. But all the different turns in this, it's interesting. So yes, I think it has a lot to do with her being a white woman.
So from what I got from what you said, stay away from the white bitches. That's what you said in a real politically correct way. Yo, y'all black niggas that be fucking with these white bitches, see what happens? That's what Stat just said in a very professional way. That was really nice the way you put that, because that's all you really said. This what happened when you fuck with the white bitches. That's what you get. That's exactly what I heard from you. But look, this is a few, like you said, it's a lot of shit to unpack with this. First thing you said, $100 million, now they want 50 out of nowhere. But when you sue for 50, you don't really want 50. You take about 23, 20, 24, you go for the high number so you can settle out for what you really want. That's first and foremost.
Well, I mean, yeah, that's definitely true. Because she did set the bar high. But if she get 20 or she get 15 or 18, undisclosed amount, it'll go away.
Foremost. Secondly, she 20. Oh, 92?
50, so I'm gonna get
like, you gotta know what's going on. Not saying she don't fuck with you. Listen, I remember 56. I remember Delicious from Flavor of Love wanted Unk. She was on his body too. Unk stay in shape. He popping, etc. It's a lot going on. Especially he has a newfound light. You know what I'm saying? What I will say is this, is that to me, for this last few years, and I'm talking about not even a few years, probably 6-7 years now, because he started on, what is that shit with Skip he was doing? Whatever that shit was called, Undisputed, about 6-7 years ago. So you have Undisputed. Then he has the success with Club Shay Shay. Then he has his other shows that he do on the internet. Then not only that, you leave Undisputed and go to First Take. So when I first seen Shannon on the internet arguing, going back and forth with certain people, even me and him.
I was about to say, even these two niggas. Because the last time when the video came out of Shannon Sharpe with the kind of, audio sex tape, Cam made a statement on it, and, Shay Shay kind of got, a little uptight about it. I remember that situation.
I had a couple words here and there, nothing crazy. I got mad love for him, super duper love for that nigga. But when I see him going back and forth with other people, so to speak, and I say, he doesn't get it. Now he probably he's getting more seasoned. I'm talking about last year when he's arguing the sex tape, if you want to call it that, and going back, and before that was other things, people saying that he was gay, and he's going back and forth arguing with people. I'm saying, It's one thing being a successful athlete, and then it's a different thing being a successful entertainer, even though sports is entertainment. But, you know, Shannon Sharpe is a Hall of Famer, Super Bowl champion, so people know who he is. But now you're sitting there talking about people. It's one thing when you're catching the ball, scoring touchdowns. It's another thing when you're opinionated about different people. So he found a new brand of success, and I don't think he knew about it in the beginning because, you know, he used to say, my sister said, when you're at the top, this, that, and third. Yeah, nigga, that's the way it goes. People are going to want to come at you when you're successful.
Nah, I can agree to all that, and I'm going to just leave it at that. Because, you know, the fact that he knows that, because even if you didn't make as much money in the NFL, you still know that success is going to bring a whole bunch of problems, especially with women. And that's where the biggest shock factor is, and we're going to wrap it up with this. That's where the biggest shock factor is with me, and that's the biggest disappointment it is, which, I mean, I'm not looking for these celebrities or whatever to point in the right direction, but there are a lot of people who look for direction within these celebrities. I was literally 30 years old. Which they shouldn't, but, you know, it is what it is. But the fact that this guy, you know, he's speaking and this and that, and not that he's doing his little thing with young women on the backside, but the fact that you crashed out like that, man, it's not respectful. I'm gonna just leave it at that. Because I gotta realize the man ain't really he gotta have his day in court. So, but so far, what's already been put out there, you fell into that trick bag. It don't make no sense at all. But, before I get out of here, I want to. We talked about Kanye West earlier today, and we were talking about he did a song. I mean, he was promoting his song Cousin, confessing to how he touched his cousin or did something to his cousin. Now, we're going to fall into Kanye's trick bag, and we're going to give him a partial play of his song, because we don't want to just say that Kanye is just that if he made a great song, we'll hear his great song. But if he's just being a weirdo, you know. But anyway, y'all hit the like button. Let's hear a little bit of Kanye West's new song about him giving fellatio to his cousin. Y'all pardon me, but this is the people that they put in front of you. He do know he got kids, right? He do know he got kids, right? See, I made sure to get the lyrics. I ain't just want y'all to hear the song because y'all might have missed the lyrics. Because he's singing it in this old rock band type old school shit, like maybe an 80s rock band in the closet type sound. This ain't a song meant for you to ride with all your windows down, bumping through your hood. This ain't one of those type of songs. This ain't one of those, haha, you can't tell me nothing. You know, this ain't, oh. I used to dream. Nah, this ain't one of them songs. This ain't a song you gonna play in the club. This ain't the song you gonna, play at the kid's birthday party. He didn't just say it in between a line. Now, none of this is this art? Y'all like Kanye? Like what? And I know these niggas about to judge me now. And I know these niggas about to judge me now. Started off when we was hanging out. This is what this nigga been holding in his whole life. Started out when we was hanging out. Started off, we hanging out. Told my cousin not to tell nobody. Please, no, don't tell nobody. How much money he been paying his cousin all these years not to tell nobody? People tell me, take it to my grave. Truth will set you free someday. This is why this man been going crazy his whole fucking life. This boy got some real skeletons in his closet. And this is some shit I can't understand. I can't. Yeah, this is some shit. I can't understand this shit. There's so many layers to this shit. I can't give you any explanation. I can't say I understand Kanye. No, none of that. We can't relate. You're not a musical. You're not a genius for coming up with this weird concept. There's nothing genius about this. You are a sick motherfucker at this point. I'm just saying. You need some damn help because this is some very traumatic shit. This is some very traumatic shit that you've been holding in. People tell me to take it to my grave. I don't think they understand. I am not attracted to a man. They thought I was gay.
That I'm not attracted to a man. If I don't stand. Nitrous don't help me, it just put me in a trance. I'm talking about euphoria, I'm not talking about a man.
See, and this is the type of shit they gon' I'ma hate on the front line. I'm hating on this. Man, stop. That's the song you skipped it, but some fans are being helped by this song. I guess. I didn't think about it like that, but I'm always open to, if that's what he aiming at, the people who've been, either on whatever side or another. So maybe I'm being insensitive. But I think that he's using his if he was preyed on by an adult, that would be different. But what do you say to the predators? He's describing himself as the predator, right? I mean, you made a mistake when you was 6 and you did it till you was 14. I mean, you knew it was wrong because you. What is he talking to when he's talking to his audience? Is he saying it's okay to come out? I don't know. Like I said, I can't relate. I'm trying to figure out what it is, the message is. Who are these people that been, But they both were children, though. That's what I'm saying. He's saying he looked at dirty magazines and he just decided to do that with his cousin.
Told her don't leave me 'cause I need you by my side. As long as you don't leave me, sleep that night. And I want to you left me until 10 months again. 10 months again.
So is he starting to make like, Garth music? Nutras don't help me, put me in the true trance. Now I can get this part now. I'm talking about euphoria. I'm not talking about a man told her don't leave me because I need you by my side. As long as you don't leave me, then I'll probably be all right. Took 10 perks to get high. Like, I mean, is he talking to people that own perks? I get trauma. Trauma does this. I get it. I wasn't sucking no dick. Shit. Whatever drugs you did, I'm not saying a drug is a drug. Shit. Whatever drug you done tried or whatever shit. But at what point do you stop getting high? People all make mistakes. People all do, things and mistakes. And I mean, at what point do you stop getting high? So it's like this, like that kind of suicidal type music or whatever. Like, I don't know. That shit sounds depressing to me, but I like I said, I can't relate. And I mean, to people that will relate, that can relate, we get it. But you can't relate. Just like I can't relate when he come on here and he's complaining about the baby mamas and all that with Kim Kardashian and all that stuff. I can't relate. Because I feel like that's all self-inflicted wounds. So I ain't feeling sorry for nobody with self-inflicted wounds. Now things that's out of your control, gotcha. Can happen to anybody. But self-inflicted wounds, I can't feel sorry for that. But anyway, y'all, I think we've been here long enough, and I gotta go ahead and start getting on this road and getting to my next mission. I appreciate everybody for rocking out with me. We're gonna be on Ears to the Streets Wabbit Patrol probably tomorrow afternoon when I get off, or if I get stationed in early enough where I need to go at. Maybe I'll do it later on. I can meet y'all. I can pull up on y'all later on or whatever tonight. I'll see how I feel. But for right now, I'm going to go ahead and get out of here so I can complete my day. I hope y'all enjoyed the show. Make sure y'all hit the like button. Share the content. You know how it is. My bad, y'all. I'm a little distracted looking off to the screen trying to close out on all of these pages and everything. But if y'all have any comments, man, y'all want to tell me what you think about the show, tell me anything that I said in the show that it was correct or incorrect, or you agree with, disagree with, put it in the comments after the show. Some of it be ignored, some of it be replied to. So if you hit the like button, then that's all I really require from you. I appreciate everybody that hit the Cash App or the Super Chat. Shout out to Melanie Queen. Shout out to Just Jay. Shout out to Steady Grinding. I appreciate y'all like always. Yeah, man, we're going to get up out of here so I can go on and get, I ain't even ate nothing yet. So I got to get me something to eat too. So I'm going to let y'all mix and mingle for about 15 minutes, and y'all can catch me on the next round. I'm out y'all area.
Come in, close the door. What's good? Alright, say no more. I'm really a chef. I could cook it up right here in front of you. What you need? Let go. Yo. I'm really a chef, cook it right out of left. Run up a check till I run out of breath. Point them out, make them live what they rap. Big cap niggas ain't living like that. Do the most, get too close, you a ghost. Dope is a dope, you get more than a dose. Give all that I got till it ain't nothing left. I don't need no help, I could do it myself. I'm really a chef, cook it right out of left. Run up a check till I run out of breath. Point them out, make them live what they rap. Big cap niggas ain't living like that. Do the most, get too close, you a ghost. Dope is a dope, you get more than a dose. Give all that I got till it ain't nothing left. I don't need no help, I could do it myself.
Niggas big cat like a Mexican Fiesta. Dope on the scale, you won't get no extras this way. Make your hoe do what the money say. Tell your old man he don't want it, babe. I just bought a new stick the other day. Cook dope on the stove or microwave. Neighbors don't like the J, they keep coming. Come on, I'ma keep serving the thumb and defy the ranks. Shit smell like fungus. No Q and I just the city. Keep fuck up my business, I'm just being honest. Keep dealers and killers among me. Wrap your ass up like a mummy. Stack that little white hood and dip on her. I feel like OJ little homie. Told the plug the card, I'm alone. Send it to the Pope man. Freddie P flyer than most, higher than most. Try me, didn't I see a ghost? 93 OG, it came from West Coast. Tie out to your hoe, I just came from a throat. MOBB OG gang, oh let's go.
Yeah, go take a seat, get out the kitchen, I'm cooking, keep whipping it. Long as promoters keep booking, I'm running it. You get it all till I'm done with it. Give me that repo, your block, you won't get it. Hell with the scale, got it booming like speakers. I know what I'm doing. Don't need no features, court dates and funerals, commas and numerals. Really a chef, cook it up right or left. Working my move, I need more than enough. These niggas bluff, they really not tough. Head first, running up a check till my heart start 3-point. Working on my shot, trying to get hot. Swear to God, promise not to fold, never flip flop. Good smoke, good dope, busting out the zip lock. Don't think about it, you try, you might die. These niggas capping, they living a lie.
Swear be the truth and what they say.
She go for anything, yo, the bitch go for. Who got the work, scale it up, what it go for? Bitch, where you at? Bring that mouth here. I'm in the streets with a check, bitch, I'm out here. I got dope, I got crack, what you tryna do? My partner got the pills, pharmaceutical. I dropped the sunroof, I'm just tryna let the car air. I'm smoking all gas, you just smoking all air. Yo, bitch on me bad, feel like I'm a ball player. All this trap money, feel like I'm a ball player. I spread them niggas like the phone, cause they out there. You don't fuck with Freddy, fuck them all well. You square, plus you salty, you a cracker nigga. Hope I with no safety, better back up nigga. Draco, you in your backup nigga. My shooters cold-blooded like a reptile, yes sir. Jumping off the top rope like a wrestler, yes sir. All up in your hoe, said I'm the GOAT. Ride around with the dope, I'm a chauffeur. All these sticks in here, what I'ma lock the doors for. She go for anything, yo, the bitch go for. Who got that work, scale it up, what it go for? Scare me up, I'm a whole 1,008 grams. Moonwalking with the dope, making space jam. You know time, make money, I can't waste damn. Don't play around about that money, lay him face down. You already know what the fuck. Don't know about the motherfucking movie. Ain't playing around about that. Chill up. I need it.
matter what they say. A lot of people say it too.
Live 813X.
Nah, I got this. I can't tell you how to do it, but I can show you. I can show you how to do it. The dopest, the coldest. I know that you notice. Detached from discretion, count up with a passion. Cashing and dashing, stacking and stashing. Pretty much do what I want without asking. Disable my feelings, I'm searching for healing. Pray to the ceiling, just send me a sign. Cover me, save me from wasting my time. They waiting on me, got them waiting in line. I know what I'm doing, just sit back and watch. They hate me so much, really love me a lot. No working it out, it ain't nothing to speak on. Negative thoughts and bad energy, be gone. Flash on the bitch, step on the peon. Prime time, coaching these niggas like Deion. Knew they do it again like a rerun. My vision prophetic, all states get beheaded. I did what I had to do, I don't regret it. They want the recipe, they can get next to me. Done with the past, I want what's ahead of me. Grinding excessively, stepping my legacy. Grinding excessively, stepping my legacy. Deliver these verses, I'm living my purpose. Master my talents, I feel like it's worth it. The dopest, the coldest, I know that you notice. Master my talents, I feel like it's worth it. The dopest, the coldest, I know that